Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
And we're Shayley Fiona this evening. We haven't got Fiona. Oh my goodness, just got you.
Just got me.
We've been waiting for ages.
I know, sorry.
She's a very busy woman.
She's a very busy lady and bought us some of your best fitness equipment.
Oh, I'm always loving to encourage people to get moving.
And this one that we're on right now, the Cardio Core, we absolutely love it. It's one of our best sellers here at Shop on TV. I know, Fiona, you're not that fond of fitness.
No, allergic to it.
But this machine is so easy for, again, a full body workout, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, we've been creating products for over 25 years. My husband's an award-winning inventor. And obviously, the older we've got, the more the necessity to keep moving.
Yep.
And actually now we're like, let's sit down and keep moving. So
like it, yeah.
Creating cardio, core, two very important things to keep you moving, but whilst you're sitting down as well.
Yeah, easy to use.
It's sneaky cardio workout. This replaces lots of different sort of things in the gym. It could be that you're getting your steps in, so you're on the treadmill. It could be that you're on the actual cross trainer because you're using the arms and the legs. It's like using different muscles of the arms just by changing the way you place your arms. It could be that you're on, not quite sure what that machine's called, but you push those weights and that's so good for those thighs. It really allows you, whilst you sat down watching a little bit of TV, to get your steps in, to get those legs working, to get that heart rate up, to work that core, which is so important.
Now, it should be $89.99. We've got it reduced down to £59 for you. 491928 is your item number. If you've never shopped before, that's all you need, that item number. You can go to the website or to the phones, and you can use PayPal Pay in 3, just $21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. So shopontv.co.uk, 03333 241 241 if you do want to give us a call. You can see here how easy it is, how it folds completely flat, how it comes fully assembled.
Which is fantastic. Don't need to plug it in, you don't need any batteries. And it's all about that movement, it's all about stability, it's all about aging strong, replacing loads of different pieces of gym equipment, and it's all about resistance training, and that's all about strength, muscle mass, bone density, and bone strength. So important as we age to make sure that we stay fit. When we're lucky enough to age, you want to age healthy, and you want to make sure as well, not only are you aging healthily, that you are actually fit enough to do what you want to do. Now, don't forget that it does come with one set of bands obviously already on each side, but if you want to increase the intensity as you get stronger, you can actually get a second set as well.
Yeah, they're available just there at the bottom of the screen. If you want to add in the additional bands, that means you can increase the resistance. 283267 is the item number. It's just £15 extra. So if you're using PayPal Pay in 3, no extra on your postage, just £5 extra on your first PayPal payment. But that is not all we've got. When it comes to Fiona Summers of fitness equipment, you are blown away at the variety that we've got. And the Legmaster was the first item we worked with.
We haven't had it for ages, Fiona.
I know. We don't have many pieces
and we've got
either.
the very last of the stock until your next delivery, haven't we?
Sorry for the small
quantity.
quantity.
My word.
No, yeah, it was invented for me by my husband again, nearly 3 decades ago.
Whoa.
5 children, all sorts of ooh la la moments with the pelvic floor. And literally, I just said, come and invent something for me, Queen of Lazy, don't want to go to the gym, that's going to tone and strengthen and release the happy dolphins.
Absolutely.
Help, keep everything stronger, bring that pelvic floor back to where it was before I had my 5 children, but just 1 minute a day. And he created this, and I love, this is actually the thing that started me doing the channels and watching, shopping channels and things, is that I just loved it so much, I wanted to take it around the world. And we've now sold 5 million.
5 million!
It's made such a difference to you, but it's made such a difference to so many.
Huge.
So many amazing 5-star reviews, emails in when we're doing shows saying thank you, Fiona. And it's all about the actual movement, only a minute a day. But because this is a very different movement to how we normally move, it works so well,
yes,
doesn't it?
It's a lateral movement. Every other way we move is forward. You're running, you're swimming, you're cycling. This is drawing the legs in. So initially we created it for great looking legs, toned buttocks, feeling better when you put those shorts and skinny jeans on. Then we realised actually it's brilliant for stability. Maybe you're getting older and you want to stay balanced and stable on your feet, and very small, fully assembled. And then I started using it, and it's like, oh, great for those oops moments, for, you know, if you have that coughing, sneezing, laughing, oh dear moments. So many benefits for all the ages, but especially for those who just want to do 60 seconds maximum.
And as soon as you get on this, you'll understand that 60 seconds is actually
That's plenty.
enough. The movement really works all of those muscles, and whether it is slender thighs, whether it's to lift your bottom, whether it's that pelvic floor, and the guys and the girls have pelvic floors and get to a situation where perhaps it is that cough or that sneeze and you have that accident. Get that strength back. The NHS passionate about exercising that pelvic floor, and this is doing that hard work floor you. Hard work floor you with your pelvic floor. Now, price-wise, should be virtually £90. £68 is your price tonight. And again, you can check out with our PayPal and split that cost as well. And splitting that cost into those 3 payments on our website, or you can jump onto the phones. Now, we will be absolutely honest. We're not expecting this to last very long. We have the last of the stock.
We normally have hundreds and hundreds of units. We've got nothing
and there's
like
nothing
that.
else in the UK until the delivery arrives, so please grab the stock whilst we have it available. Jump on the phones if you wish, but the easiest way is to have a little nosy at everything on our website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find absolutely everything. You'll find the actual Legmaster right at the end, because it is very low in stock. It's right down the bottom of the page, but of course you have got our cardio core, and you have got the extra bands there. You've got the weighted vest, which we'll give you a little bit of details on in a moment. We're going to show you very briefly the Gym Magic, because this is always so popular, a great gift idea. But there is something for everybody. And don't forget, you've got the collagen there available as well.
Our collagen supplement, so popular. If you are going for that, it's 10,000 milligrams per serving. It's a liquid collagen. It's easily absorbed. And I would say multi-order there if you are going to go for that. And you'll only pay 1 postage. So if you multi-order across the show, just 1 postage. Something else you've got to show you quickly again, because the stock levels on this aren't as good as we would have liked.
I'm sorry.
If you want to go for this, £39. This is a gym in the palm of your hand, isn't it?
I mean, this, honestly, hundreds of different ways of using it. You're standing, I'm sitting. I could be on the floor doing a rowing machine with it. This is going to do your upper body. This is going to help with mobility, stability, range of motion. But the great thing is simple rotation allows it to increase its intensity. You could just use it for one side of the body. You can actually just do some easy, effortless, but efficient stretches. But think about it, every move that we are all doing is bringing with it resistance training, strength training, so important for bone density, muscle mass, obviously strengthening. Great. I love this move. I try and do this, and actually I find it really difficult. So again, cardio, but it really is the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand. It really is the perfect way to get that cardio in, Hayley's doing, but also easy, effortless stretches. We have some amazing DVDs to follow, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and seated. This is showing all the muscles being activated, toned, not just whilst you're using it, it's burning calories, it's actually for 48 hours afterwards. So very, very important full body workout. We've also got a wall chart, and there is also, and I'm going to mention the bag because I created the bag.
She loves the bag.
This is one of the few things that I created was the bag. So that is a brilliant way to just be able to carry it around. Super lovely bag.
And the bag details are just at the bottom of the screen there. So if you do want to add that in again, if you're using PayPal Pay in 3, it's only an extra £5 on your first of 3 payments. 456359. It is such a multi-purpose piece of gym equipment that you can take anywhere with you. That's the other thing I love about it. When we go on holiday, this is one of the first things Hayley packs, because she wants to be able to work out while we're away.
Well, I've just come back from America where I was obviously working, but I went to see my daughters, and they were like, you know what? One of them's got a very small apartment, the other hasn't got any money. And they said, I can't afford to go to the gym. Could you bring a couple out? And I'm thinking, well, I could pop these in my hand luggage.
Yeah.
So, and whilst I was out there, because I was carrying luggage, I wanted to work on my shoulders because it was like not great. So I actually did use this as a stretching. Also, I thought, you know what? People like things like rowing machines, but maybe you can't afford a rowing machine. Maybe you don't have the space. This is a perfect way to do a rowing machine. Also, you can do the core twist.
So
but again, there are some workouts to follow with. They're about 9 minutes long. beginner, intermediate, advanced, and seated. So don't think you're going to receive it and go, well, what was it they did?
No, it's all
they did
there,
so
isn't
many
it?
things, but I can't remember.
It's really nice. It's like a class, and you can grow, and it grows with you as well. This is so great because obviously you can use it at home, and you don't need a gym room. Your gym is there, right in the palm of your hand. But take it away on holiday. It's allowing you to get that balance back in life, whatever level of fitness you're at. And what a price! Should be nearly £60. £39 is your price tonight, and of course you can split that cost, so then it's just £14.65 the first of those 3 payments. So many great items. What you've got to do is shop really smartly tonight, because not a great deal of our gym magic. And something else that you always love, especially when we've got Fiona with us, is our weighted vest. This is a very sneaky, clever way of burning a few extra calories by wearing a vest.
Well, I think we get to a point where we think, actually, if fitness was in a pill, we would all be taking them. We'd be double dosing on them, but it's not. And what I wanted to try and create here was actually fitting fitness into your lifestyle, not disrupting it. And there are a lot of weighted vests out there, but they're all really heavy.
Yes.
We tried different weights, and even 4 kilos, 5 kilos. Honestly, the strain on my neck, I felt uncomfortable, and guess what I did? I then just took it off.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, well, it's not going to do much good if you take it off. So we've chose the £2 weighted vest. But one of the things I love about it, which I didn't realise until I did my first show, is when you put it on...
It lifts you, doesn't it?
It is this opening up. Honestly, I stand so tall, and I open... My 92-year-old father actually wears it, and he says, yeah, I feel like I can breathe better. My chest is open.
It's like
and my kids use it. I've got kids, the typical... I mean, I can't even slouch forward with this, but because they're on tablets, because they're on their laptops. But this is the perfect way. So, yes, hidden resistance training, just a little bit to every single move, whether it's sweeping, whether it's, going for that walk with your dog, just add a bit of extra strength training resistance. But I just love it because I have never had good posture, just sitting on planes even. When I sit in a plane, I've got this on, I'm sitting up tall. So posture corrector, few extra burning calories, and that ultimate sneaky fitness, because you don't need to do anything other than put it on.
Fully adjustable. It's great as that one size fits all. It'll pretty much fit all sizes. All the weight is in the back. That's why it sort of lifts you as you put it on. Fully adjustable, as we say. Waterproof neoprene material, and it's $39.99. They're so on trend, these. Whenever we see running groups out, they're all wearing their vests.
Honestly, I tried the 2, then I tried the 4, then I tried the 6. And it just...
You take it off, like you said.
I ended up with, my head was... And I just took it off. I want something that people can put on, just forget about it, and let it do it for you.
Get in the habit of putting on it each morning, whatever you're doing, whether you're just doing housework, picking the kids up from school, pop it on under your clothes, and then pop it on when you are exercising, but wear it all the time, even when you're sat at a desk, just to make sure that you are sitting in that right position. Just getting that right posture actually makes you look slimmer.
Well,
because you're not slouching, you're
pulling your tummy in,
you're
aren't
actually
you?
standing better. So many benefits with this, and you absolutely love it. Add it in, I would say, as an extra with one of Fiona's fitness pieces of equipment whilst we've got the stock. And while we say whilst we've got the stock, oh my word.
Now, this is the lowest stocked item on the show, and it's always one of the most popular. This is the Legmaster. It's the first item that we worked with Fiona alongside, and the first item that you or your husband
Yes, it was. Out of
introduced,
necessity.
Yeah.
Queen of lazy.
Tell us tell us the full story, Fiona.
I hate to say it was nearly 30 years ago.
What?
I mean,
my
obviously I
word.
was a teenage.
Obviously.
No. I said to him, look, he was creating lots of things. He's an award-winning inventor, and it was all these men things. And I'm like, no. I want something for me, okay? Queen of lazy. Don't want to go to the gym. I want to slim. I want to get endorphins. I want to sort my pelvic floor out because the children had caused a little bit of downward movement there. I said, I just want a really quick fix, just something I use for a minute a day. Yeah, go sort that one out. And he came back with the Legmaster. I could actually only do 9 repetitions. I got on it. I could feel the inner thigh. I could feel the butt. I could feel that pelvic floor exercise that I had not done. And obviously my heart rate, my lungs, everything. And I got to 9 repetitions. He said, no, don't worry. It'll strengthen. It's very different. It's a lateral movement. There's a secret little curve in the base. It's going to make you look and feel wonderful. And it did. And I loved it so much. I said, I want to sell this around the world. Everybody deserves a Legmaster because everybody deserves great results in less than a minute.
A minute a day, that's all you need,
Yeah.
you know, while the kettle's boiling. Just get into the habit of jumping on for it a minute a day, and you'll be blown away how you feel it on the inner thigh, the
You can
outside,
feel
the
what it
buttocks.
lifts.
But the way it lifts up, how it actually, you can feel it. And I think a lot of us don't know where our pelvic floor is.
Oh, you
but
do when you use
feel
this.
it
You're like,
lifting
oh,
your
yeah.
pelvic floor. Oh, yes.
There
I
it
don't
is.
exercise that.
No, but when you have a baby and they say you do the pelvic floor, I remember thinking, what is it there? Did I give birth to it? You know, 'cause it was, but with this, you're like, there it is.
There it is.
Because it kind of does it for you.
And it's not just for women. We've got to
No,
really
men
point out,
have
we've got some
pelvic
great
floors.
reviews from some guys who've used this.
Yeah, guys do have pelvic
Yes,
floors.
they do.
You're having those moments. Perhaps you stop playing golf because you just have those accidents. You'll never get round the 18 holes. Whilst you're exercising the thighs, lifting that buttocks and really toning that and strengthening those legs, wait till you feel that feeling in your pelvic floor area and all that core area. I think this is so beneficial, obviously, for your balance, for a flatter stomach, for your back as well, because having a stronger core makes such a difference, doesn't it?
I mean, initially it was created for sexy legs and great-looking legs, and it does that. And
Well,
then it
you
was
can see you have got the most spectacular
best
legs.
Absolutely.
60-year-old legs, nearly
Fantastic
61.
legs.
But then we ended up selling it in Japan because they did some testing on it, and they were like, this is super efficient for like strengthening. And so then you've got the mobility and the stability, and you know, the elderly want to keep their independence. They don't want to fall. So we sold a million units in Japan alone.
Wow.
Just to help the more aged keep their legs strong. And then I'm on it thinking, look, hold on a minute. We're dealing with, you know, the aging population as well as the younger population that are having children. There's a great message there. So I always say to people, whether it's you want great legs, whether you want stronger legs, whether you just want to help stop those oops moments, you're going to get the lot, whether you want it or not.
We've got
And
a
if you're
great
time
picture,
poor
haven't
as
we?
well. Oh yes,
We've
that
got a
is
great
brilliant.
picture, like a thermo picture, a thermal image picture, that'll show you the difference of not using it to using it, engaging all those muscles that are so important when it comes to the pelvic floor. Just to explain what this is,
Yeah,
Fiona.
this is lovely. This is a thermology test. We had this done in Australia, actually, to show areas of the body that warm up during the 60 seconds of using the leg master. So the before is on the left-hand side. The black is the handlebar of the leg master. The body is inactive. On the right-hand side is where the blood is flowing, the muscles are being activated, woken up, and obviously when you're using a muscle, you strengthen it. And as you can see here, it's clear to see that it is the inner thigh, it's the lower abdomen, the pelvic floor. It is a really hard part of the body to actually exercise and tone and strengthen, but this actually specifically targets that area. Very, very, very unique, very
Without you
different.
having to even think about it. Perhaps you've tried to do pelvic floor exercises and usually it involves getting down onto the floor and you're never quite sure if you have, did I move my pelvic, did anything happen? But here, honestly, you feel all of that lift, but all the same time as working that pelvic floor and making that pelvic floor stronger for those whoops moments, allowing you as well to strengthen those legs, to tighten those thighs. Perhaps it's the thigh gap that you desperately want. Perhaps you want to get into those slimmer jeans. Perhaps you're worried about wearing shorts in the summer. Perhaps it's your bottom, lifting that buttocks area, but strengthening all of that core. And not only is that good, obviously, for the stomach, a flatter tummy and your balance, that core is all around your back as well for a stronger back. There's so many benefits.
We will remind you of all the features. We've got a great page that runs you through how many features are actually here on a machine that is used just 1 minute a day, remember. The weight limit, 21 stone, 6 pounds. It's 136 kilos, so it's a really high weight limit that you've got there. If you do want to use it while you're seated, you can do that as well. But it's all about that angle that positions your legs just where they need to be. Might help maintain balance and stability and mobility. It's small and compact. It's fully assembled. You don't have to build it, which we always love.
You don't need a gym outfit. You can be doing this in your pajamas, honestly, and it's never too late to start. It's super stable. It's really easy to use. It's 60 seconds a day. If you're time poor, if you really just don't get on with exercise, but you know you need to do something, honestly, the Leg Master is definitely for you. It's all about balance, stability, staying mobile, but also that pelvic floor, which honestly is so difficult to exercise and so important to exercise. But that stock, we do think we're going to lose really early on, so do grab it while the stock is available. But we're getting back to another absolute favourite. And this is just so versatile. Don't need to plug it in. We can be anywhere using this.
Don't need to build it.
No, oh no, everything has to be fully assembled.
No building.
I wouldn't be able to do it. No, I mean, we've got to the point now where my husband and I feel that moving matters. That's my kind of 2026 mantra. My husband's had ankle, fusions, hip replacements, just had both his knees done. Gosh. And really, if you think about cardio, how can you get cardio without pounding the pavements, doing those body pump classes, which isn't for everybody. I mean, some people love to do that, but certainly not myself. So, we wanted, something that you could actually use whilst you're sitting down, something that is low impact, something that's going to help with ankles and knees and hips, because my husband specifically needed that. Something that is going to give you the cardio. But whilst we created this, we thought, well, we'd actually really like a core workout, because how else can you tone and strengthen your core without doing sit-ups, without doing, all those V-sits or crunches or whatever.
Things that are really difficult to do.
Well, a lot of them
so you don't do them.
Well, you don't. Yeah, exactly. I remember doing them once and pulling my neck, because I thought that was an easier option than put my neck out. If not, the choice is doing it on the floor. But for a lot of people, getting on the floor means you might never get back up again.
Absolutely.
So the idea of having something with the cardio, again, pretty much zero impact core, but have a look again, we've got the resistance bands. So you're talking resistance training, strength training, burning calories, releasing endorphins. But the great thing is that after 25 years of me saying to people, get off the sofa. The sofa is killing everybody. We need to get off the sofa, get on your leg master. This was my big messaging. Get off, we're sitting too much. And I'm like, actually, permission to sit down. Because with this, you can actually get moving whilst you're sitting down. And when you're sitting down, it could even be on a Teams call, but it could be watching your favourite programme. It could be listening to an Audible book. It could be chatting to your family, watching Shop on TV.
Yes.
I think it has been such an ingenious, again, I sell it around the world, way to really encourage people to, whilst they're sitting, interrupt their sitting and to just get moving.
And sitting down doing very much a full body workout, the resistance on those bands, you'll feel it, how it's working those muscles in the legs, in the arms, in the core, just by very easy movements that you won't even think really twice about. A little bit like cycling, a little bit like stepping, a little bit like rowing, a little bit like the cross trainer, getting all of those pieces of equipment into one piece of equipment that you can use in your home, indoors or outdoors. You don't need to plug this in. It's fully assembled when it arrives, and it is so easy to fit this into your everyday. And again, you don't need to spend hours on this. Have it by the sofa and grab it whilst you're watching your favourite soap and spend a few minutes on it. I think you'll forget, if you're watching the TV, you'll forget you're using it. It's so it is a bit like riding a bike. You don't think about what you're doing.
No, it's very easy, and I highly recommend getting the extra bands because...
So there's 4 bands attached.
There's 4 bands that it comes with, which is absolutely a perfect place to start and actually continue. However, if you want your kids to use it, if you want your husband to use it, if you want a place to go to strengthen...
For it to grow with you.
Literally just add 1 band on each side, and all you have to do is literally put it on. So simple, 1 band on each side, which I think increases the intensity probably by about 65%.
Now, if you do want those extra bands, we'll pop the details just at the bottom of the screen for you. So remember, it comes with 4 bands included. You can add an additional 2 bands. If you're using PayPal, it's only £5 extra on your first of 3 payments. And no extra on the postage. Definitely worth adding those extra bands in so that it'll grow with you, so everyone in the family can use it, Fiona.
Definitely. And I think also, going back to my 92-year-old father, again, a lot of people stop exercising or don't start exercising when they get more elderly because they just think it's too late. There's nothing they can do. They don't necessarily want to go for that long walk or...
think they can't achieve.
Well,
but
they
with
can't achieve.
something like this, you can, can't you?
Even if you just do it gently, even if, like, my husband had an ankle fusion, he's like, well, I can only use 1 leg. I said, well, use that 1 leg.
That is the great thing. If you have got one limb sort of weaker than the other, you can really, target.
Build it up.
My friend's in a wheelchair and she's got one really, really poorly arm. And that arm, it's a hand that's the worst. And because she can't do a great deal with a hand, she's then losing the muscle mass in her arm. So being able to just clip a hand around this and use that resistance really helping to get that strength back in the arm.
I mean,
and
it's
there's
so
very
important.
little else you'd be able to do.
And a lot of people are at that stage, whether it is illness or aging or a fall, you know, whether it's just, you know, you're younger but you just haven't done any exercising. You know, there's a lot of the youngsters now that are, again, they can't afford the gym memberships.
Yeah, it's so true.
You know, they're a bit intimidated to go. This is the perfect way. You're getting, I mean, if we really start cycling on this or pedalling, my heart rate, I won't be able to talk, because you think about it, the other thing which we're always supposed to do are those 10,000 steps a day. I mean, it's, you know, it's in the middle of the night now. How many people watching have done 10,000 steps a day? I'm not seeing any hands.
We will have. The three of us will have.
Well, I take back. You know what? I forgot it. I've actually got.
Don't we?
No, but we actually purchased one.
Oh no!
And you forgot to bring it.
I know my daughter, who's normally here because she has the extra band. She's an ex-Olympian. Yes, a little. Yes.
A counter.
I think by the end of this, we will have done thousands and over 10,000
We'll
steps.
do it one day. We'll remember that counter one day.
So anybody can count, do email in.
Now, if you want to go for it, remember, it should be $89.99. It's down to £59. Hayley often talks about her gym membership, which is how much?
£75 a month. And I meant to cancel it before this show.
Gym
so I
donation,
could tell Fiona I've cancelled it, because I hardly ever get.
Shocking.
I get once, sometimes I don't get at all, but I still pay £75 every single month. You've now got the opportunity to have something in your home so affordable that could be your gym, because it could be, I use the cross trainer, so it's working my arms and working my feet. I use the treadmill, and again, this can be your getting your steps in. I like to use the weights, but again, you've got that resistance. Get the extra resistance bands. If you really like to strengthen that upper body as well as the legs, pop those in your basket. It's only an extra £5, and you have got a gym in your home that can be used absolutely anywhere. You don't need a gym room. You don't need a place in the garden. This can be any room of your home, indoors or outdoors, on a nice day. And the great thing is everybody can use this. So this is for the whole family as well. And if you know you need to make some changes, you've got to start moving. You're feeling that your legs aren't so strong, your core isn't so good. Perhaps the doctor said you've got to get some exercise into your day. Perhaps you really need to get that heart working. This is a very sneaky way of working that heart as well, working that core, working the arms, working the legs, whilst you're watching a bit of TV and sitting. So my friend that I was telling you about, she's in a wheelchair. She clips the brakes on a wheelchair and she can exercise using this. You are just sat down and you even forget you're using it, and you're working all those muscles without any real effort at all, but getting hot, getting a workout at such an affordable price. What you've got to do, though, is check your baskets through, because always so busy when we have Fiona. And Fiona, we don't have her with us as often as we would like, and I don't think, sadly, we will see her again till August. So if you do fancy anything, please get it right now. So many great products that you can order with us through Fiona. Some a little bit low on stock, so if there's anything you fancy, pop in a basket straight away. But if you want to make changes with Fiona's products, it's one of the easiest ways to do exactly that. The great thing is, Fiona, as well, this is going to fit into anybody's home. So if people have looked at getting
space-wise,
fitness equipment, a lot of things are so big, aren't they?
I know, they're big, expensive. Let's just have a look at what you get for a start. Here it is. There's one under the sofa.
It's hiding.
This is how it comes, fully assembled.
Brilliant.
So literally out of the box, lightweight. Have a look. It's lightweight. I can hold it with one hand.
So you can put that in the boot of the car, take that away with you, take it to the caravan, take it camping.
You know what? I've actually put it in my hand luggage so that, you know, you can take the handlebar out, but it comes fully assembled. So
oh my word, Fiona, 10% of your purple and black sold out in the first few minutes. It is going to be as long as stocks last. When we had Fiona with us, and it's just under 2 months that she was with us last time, we had sellouts. Fiona's equipment is known, really very much as designed for herself and her husband, and they design together items that you can use at home, but it fits into your home, it fits into your everyday, and this is why these are so popular and always so busy, because anybody, whatever level of fitness you are, this is going to work into your everyday.
I think that's what's great about it. It can be a family piece of equipment for you, can't it? 491928 is your item number. If you want to go for it, if you've not shopped before, shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone, 0333 241 241 if you want to order on the phone, but phones are already busy. So choose your colour, get it in a basket and check that basket out sooner rather than later. Lots of great reviews to talk about on this machine as well.
Fiona's absolute #1 best-selling products worldwide. Fiona travels the world selling her products, and honestly, this is a true favourite.
Take a little look at this one. This is a big exerciser in a small package. I've found I can change what area of my arms and legs I'm working on with a very small adjustment. It's good for someone who can't get up and down on the floor. I use it in conjunction with my treadmill and small pedal elliptical. And honestly, really busy already across the board. You'll see the full range on the website. 491928 is your item number. It should be almost £90 down to 59, down to 21.98 on your first of three.
That's crazy.
PayPal
You think what a gym membership is. That is nothing. And
I think you pay more than that a month, don't you?
I do.
More than
£65. I pay a lot more than just one payment, but you can split that into 3.
Take a look at this one. Wow, a fabulous way to work out. You fit the exercises to your ability. That's a great point. Fast, slow, hard, easy. It's completely up to you. It's so versatile. It's slim and in size and so lightweight. You can get a satisfying workout from it. Folds nicely, but leave it out, because if it's out, you will use it often, and often you will. Have you heard how many people are going for this?
I'm super busy. The thing I love about this is it is for absolutely everybody. I can truly see my mum loving this, and my mum really does struggle with walking now. Her legs aren't so strong, so getting that strength back into those legs. But also, if you're in your older years, it's working that core, every movement. And that core is your balance. Perhaps you don't feel so stable anymore, getting that stability back, but that flexibility as well. But then, if you really are into fitness, you can really
It's a proper workout, isn't it?
This is like the rowing machine. This, you can change the angles to work those arms. You can actually use this in so many different ways.
Your arms, the muscles on your arms, the resistance on this machine is great.
Well, we
you
were
can
saying
really
earlier,
see.
resistance is like weights. Perhaps you don't like using weights and you don't like the feel of weights in your hand. This is like having weights. This is using those muscles. And I could just do an upper body workout. I could do a lower body workout all the time, working that tummy and that core. But actually, you can get that full body workout. We've got to warn you.
What?
Oh, Fiona, you're way ahead.
You're way in the lead.
40% of Fiona's purple and black sold out and gone. It doesn't matter which colour
The golden
you go
girl.
for.
I have the best colour.
I've got the option at the minute, but 40% of Fiona's option has sold out and gone. I truly think this could be used by everybody in the family.
Well, definitely. I mean, you guys are really going gangbusters over there. But for me, I like the fact that I like to use the E words, effortless.
Yes.
Efficient, effective,
Right.
easy. Because for me, my age group, I classify myself as that slightly older lady.
The funny thing is, Fiona, you've never liked exercise.
No, I'm
have you?
allergic to it. No, I have.
I think it's
yeah,
great that someone that's never liked exercise has made a
creating. Yeah, well, the thing is, I want to create things, and we have created things that people can do. Things that absolutely work. We want them to be affordable. For this, it's, you know, for the range of motion. My knees not feeling great anymore.
Yeah.
My ankles not feeling great anymore. My hips, you know, I fly a lot. I do shows around the world. I want things that I can sit down, you know, maybe I'm on a Teams call. You know, I can be talking to people whilst I am getting cardio. I don't want to be pounding the pavements. I don't want to go out in the sun. I mean, I always have an excuse not to do that. But the thing with this is, let me talk you through the different ways of using it. I mean, firstly, look how lightweight it is. It literally is, you know, under 4 kilograms, very lightweight, comes fully assembled. All you have to do is take it out of the box. We can just start, maybe even just with one leg. You know, maybe you've had an injury or an illness.
A weaker leg.
Yes, or you've had a fall. And I mean, how can you exercise or go for a walk with one leg?
With one leg.
Yeah.
How could you cycle with one leg? But you can get the range of motion, flexibility, strength back in a leg if you are struggling. Just start with gentle moves. You can move up as you get fitter. We can also use the upper arms. Now, at every single move, we are engaging, as you say, the most important part of the body, core muscles.
Yeah.
Now, the alternative to that are doing sit-ups and crunches, or I mean, you know, then it's like, how do you do it, and your neck and your back. No, to be able to sit and interrupt your sitting by getting going, getting the range of motion, getting resistance training. Important to talk about the bands, because we know as we get older, I hate to keep using the older word, but at 60, I have to think about bone density. I have to think about muscle mass. I have to do strength training. So the options are going to the gym, doing the classes, or sitting at home in the comfort of your own air conditioning or coolness and just getting the body moving.
It's all about getting the body moving, and when you've got something like this just there in the house whilst you sit down, something people will use.
Yeah, and the thing is, when it arrives, you'll be able to use it pretty much straight away, won't you?
Yes, everything we make is fully assembled.
No building.
Now, if it was in pieces, I would be like,
It's going back.
So this, literally, I'm holding it with one finger here. This is how it arrives, and you can just have it flat.
That's great.
So it can go under a sofa, it can go behind a door. You can actually lift it up. You can adjust the handlebar, so that actually goes down if you are shorter-legged, or it can actually go back up. And then we have a locking pin at the side, which allows it to just stand upright, so
That's
it could,
good.
you know, pop at the
side.
side of. But again, literally fully assembled. Then all you have to do is release the locking pin, and even if it's just one leg, just get going with one leg. Maybe it's just your upper body that you're thinking, look, I just want to get moving. I always think, as I've got older, aging is a privilege. You know, aging is a gift.
Definitely.
And, you know, we want to age strong, though. And how are we, at whatever age, going to stay strong? Maybe it is your gym donation, because you thought about this wonderful idea, but you don't do that.
I am
There's the
nearly
guilty face,
cancelled.
look.
I will cancel
Nearly,
it, I promise.
nearly.
I really meant to cancel it before we did this show.
But it's easy. Even the person I work with in America, Cecilia, really, really good friend of mine, she was so inspired in January, and she took out a membership. And I said, you know, better not become a gym donation, or else you are going to be named and shamed on television.
In the UK.
And here we are.
Uh-oh.
Here we are in June, and she went once in January.
No!
And I actually name and shame her on air. I go, even good friends of mine who have great ideas, and that's like most of us. We're like, yeah, and then we just never get around to it.
We're all time poor, aren't we? We've all got so much going on in life. I go out so many times in my gym outfit.
All the time.
I'm going to go to the gym when I've got everything done, but then I get everything done and I've got
time is gone.
to go to the gym. So when this is at home, when you actually, because we do tend to fit in sitting down and watching your favourite soap, or perhaps watching the news in the morning, just have it by the sofa and grab it. And whilst you're doing that little something you enjoy, you know, watching the TV, watching your favourite soap, Emmerdale at the minute, really upsetting tonight. But you can actually exercise, don't just sit there, get moving. And we all need to move, and whatever age you are, whatever level of fitness, this is right there for you. The resistance bands, doing your own research on resistance training, how great it is for muscle mass, for bone density in ladies and the guys as well. And you can actually add on extra bands if you want extra strength. Perhaps you want to share this with you and your partner. Perhaps they're a little stronger than you. Get the extra bands. It's only an extra £5 in your basket with PayPal. But remember, you're doing a full body workout without realising, very sneakily getting that heart rate up so you're burning calories, very sneakily working that core. And that core is not only helping you get a flatter stomach, a stronger stomach and better balance, it's working that back area as well, that stronger back. But honestly, you can use this indoors, outdoors. You don't have to plug it in. You don't have need a great deal of space. You can have a bed sit, you can have a flat, it doesn't matter. You have got very much a whole gym, because when you think what this can replace, this could be like a cross trainer, this could be like the treadmill, this could be like a stepper, this could be doing the weights in the gym. That resistance is like pulling and lifting those weights. All of that for what should be £90 at £59 tonight. When you think my gym membership, that Fiona very kindly told you is a donation, because I never get really, I pay £75 a month for nothing, or perhaps going once
I don't know what to say, Hayley. But you know what?
I've let myself
We're
down.
You've
mortified
let
for
yourself
you.
down. That's like nearly £1,000 a year. Look at it from that point of view. And actually, if you think about it, Hayley, we've got cardio and core. We've got resistance training, strength training. We've got mobility, flexibility. We have the gym, which is the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand. We've actually got grip strengths. We have everything here that, you know, would be probably 2 months. If you bought everything that I'm showing to people tonight, that would probably be 2 months gym membership for you, for Sean, for your mother, for your friends,
For
for the
everyone
rest
to
of
use.
your life.
Yep.
Absolutely
In
brilliant.
your home, there, as and when you want to use this. And if it's by the sofa, you will, as soon as you sit down, you'll jump onto this. Takes me 20 minutes to get to the gym, 20 minutes to get back. That's if the traffic's all right. That's not getting out of the car and getting into the gym, or even getting out of the house and getting into the car. That's 40 minutes out of the day before I've done anything. I could have done my workout on this at home before I'd even managed to get to the gym.
It's crazy, isn't it? Now, you've got great resistance. There's no weight limit to this either, is there? Because
No.
you're never going to stand on it.
There's no weight limit. And really, I think there's almost zero impact.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
low.
Again,
on
so
a lot
low
of
impact.
people, when they get over 20, 30, 40, the idea of, you know, running on concrete, the knees, the ankles, and if you think about it, you're stretching, and every move you're actually engaging core muscles. So this is going to replace those crunches, the sit-ups. I've got my nice weighted vest on that's making me sit in a very upright position. Or maybe it is that you have got a back injury or a back problem, or just your back is not feeling great. And again, there's so many reasons why we don't exercise. We all have a long list, and my list is probably longer than most. Although you've got one extra on yours, which is a gym donation. But for me, sitting up nice and tall, because again, I do things wrongly. I bend down and pick. I actually hurt my leg the other day picking up something heavy. You know, even walking, I'm like, I can't walk that fast because of my leg, but I can sit here. And actually, I'm fully supported. We get a lot of reviews in Australia. People say, I just couldn't do any exercising because of my back. But what I can do is sit nice and tall, supported. I've got a nice pillow here, and I'm sitting back very comfortably. But guess what? I'm getting my steps in. I'm utilising my core muscles. I'm releasing happy dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm burning calories, but I'm sitting really supported and comfortably.
Exercise obviously is so good for you for so many reasons, but also for me it's up here. That's why I want to exercise.
Definitely.
I want to try and keep in shape and keep trim, but for me, if I don't exercise, I do get really low. I feel really down. I feel really sluggish, and this is a great way to start every day. Just a few minutes whilst the kettle's boiling, while your porridge is in the microwave. Just jump on here. It's right there. You could be in your pyjamas. You don't need a gym outfit.
And it's also something you can do while you're doing something else, while you're watching TV.
yeah.
That's the other great thing. So you can multitask. Now, the price is brilliant. It should be £89.99, almost £90. It's down to £59. £21.98 is the price on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 491928 is your item number. But as with everything on this show, we've looked at the numbers, and stock-wise, it's all stock dependent, isn't it?
It really is. We're going to have a busy show once we get to ITV and STV. They're joining us in just a moment. So please grab the stock whilst it's available. Fiona, we haven't had her with us for a little while, and actually, sadly, we don't think we'll see her again till August. So if there's anything you fancy, get it right now. You're thinking you want to make a change. So affordable to get something that could really make that change in your life. Whether you want to be stronger, slimmer, healthier, fitter, we've got the right equipment for absolutely everybody, and all so affordable as well. If you're ordering on the website, of course, you can use PayPal. But if you've got anything in a basket, check that basket out. What you're doing this morning is investing in yourself. Perhaps someone said you need to start moving. It's a bit daunting. Exercise, a gym, running, jogging. Exercise doesn't have to be a gym or getting you bouncing around, hurting your knees. Exercise has been developed by Fiona and her husband to make it really easy that you're still getting that fabulous workout.
And low impact across all the range that we're going to be showing you. Lots of demonstrations coming up. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments.
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley Fiona this morning. 'Cause we've got Fiona with us. Fiona with her easy, sneaky fitness.
What a range you bring us. Fiona Summers bringing us some of our best sellers when it comes to fitness, starting with Cardio Core. What a great price. What a great machine.
Oh, it is great because, I mean, how else can you get cardio? I mean, you can pound the pavement, you can take out that gym membership, you can do those body pump classes, or maybe that's just not for you. And this is the perfect way of staying on your sofa, getting cardio in, getting a core workout in. Again, you want to get on the floor and do crunches and sit-ups? Personally, no. So this is a perfect way, which I think is a sneaky fitness way, because you are sitting down watching your favourite programme, whether that's Emmerdale or Shop on TV. You know, you're sitting down, but you're getting very important parts of the body moving. You're getting resistance training, burning calories, releasing endorphins, blowing the cobwebs away, helping yourself feel better. And for me, 2026 is a year of moving. And I think moving matters. And I think aging is not just a privilege, it's actually a gift. You know, I'm 61 this year, but I want to age strong.
Absolutely.
I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to be running. I don't want to be swimming. I don't like getting wet. This is the perfect way for me to, you know, late at night, watch my little movie because I'm sitting down, or maybe I'm on a call to my girls, but I'm getting range of motion in, I'm getting strengthening, toning, I'm getting the upper body in, I'm getting really important resistance training, which for me at my age, bone density, muscle mass, these are really important things. It's moderate intensity aerobic activity, huge benefits for your heart, your lungs, cholesterol and blood pressure, that whole long list of things that as you get older, you suddenly get. I feel like I'm going through, you know, on a motorway, and these big signs of all these things that I should be actually addressing and looking at and taking care of. And I'm thinking, well, what can I do with this? Well, this is the perfect way, because we all know that moving and exercising is so important and gives so many health benefits.
Get moving, keep moving. It's really easy and achievable, whatever level of fitness. So 491928 is your item number. It comes with 4 resistance bands. You can add additional resistance bands if you so wish. They are at the bottom of the screen. You get an extra 2 bands that you can see there, and it works out just £5 extra on your PayPal payments with PayPal Pay in 3. 491928, 21.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Everything is multitasking for you.
Absolutely, fully assembled. The resistance training allows you to strengthen its muscle mass, its bone density, and it very much replaces all different pieces of equipment that you might use at the gym. You're using those same muscles if you were working a stepper, a rowing machine, a cross trainer, if you're on the bike, but you're at home, you're sat on your sofa, you're watching TV, you're more likely to use this. And the great thing is, that's when you get results. If you get into the habit of using this each day, and then very sneakily, though you think, oh, I'm cycling, I'm stepping, I'm using that upper body, that machine is working that heart, it's getting the heart rate up, it's helping you burn calories, it's working that core. And that core is all about not only stability, but also that strength to your back as well. There's so many benefits to going for the Cardio Core, but grab it while the stock is there. And whilst we say grab it while the stock is there, we're going to give you a very sneaky little look at our Legmaster. Now, we met Fiona through Legmaster, one of her very first products. It's always the absolute bestseller. We have the last stock in the country. It's a very
found
small
it for us.
amount, waiting on a delivery to arrive, so this is all we can have.
Normally we have hundreds, don't we?
I don't think we'll actually get back to this after Fiona's told you a little bit about it right now. If you want it, it is going to be first come, first served. Fiona, tell us why this was developed. And it was very much developed for you, wasn't it?
Well, it was, yeah. My husband is an award-winning inventor, and he was creating all sorts of different things. And I said, now, hold on a minute. I need something for me. I said, create something for me, but I am queen of lazy. So I want amazing benefits super fast. Okay, what benefits do you want? I said, well, I want slimmer legs, and I want to feel more energized, and I want to tone, especially my inner thigh. You know, this is a difficult part of the body to tone. I want to get that pelvic floor back to where it was before I had my 5 children. I just want to feel better. I want to release the door. I had this long list, and he went away to his little man cave. I threw him a bit of steak, and said, off you go. And he came out with the Legmaster, and I got on it, and I have to be honest, I did 9 repetitions and I went, okay, I can feel the inner thigh. I can feel that pelvic floor exercise that I didn't do when I had my children. I could feel all sorts of muscles strengthening and toning, literally within 9 repetitions. And I said, but I was joking when I said a minute. 9 seconds was enough to feel the benefits. He said, no, you won't ever need to do more than a minute. Your muscles will strengthen. This is a very different movement here. This is a lateral movement. Everything else we do is forward. It's the cycling, it's the walking, it's the jogging. The legs are going up a very small ramp here. It's the secret is in that curvature at the base. But, I mean, it was just amazing how it made me feel. The results were immediate. And I just said, you know what? I need to share this with the world. I really loved it. And so I started flying around the world. And I still fly around the world selling leg masks because I just think, you know, everybody just, you know, deserves great looking legs. They deserve stronger legs. They deserve a pelvic floor where it was before they had children.
Pelvic floor. If you're coughing, sneezing, if you cross your legs and it's just too late, you can't get in the door quick enough with your key. And that's the girls and the guys
It's not
as well.
just
Perhaps
women,
stop playing, you know, golf and things because you can't get round the course. You're not going to wear those pale trousers in case you have an accident. That pelvic floor, it's so important to strengthen it. And the NHS are passionate about pelvic floor exercises. But they're difficult to try and do, and you never know if you're doing them right. This, as soon as you do this movement, you'll be amazed. That you're like, I know where my pelvic floor is when you're on here. You can feel it working. But what you must do, please, is check those baskets out for this. It is all the stock we've got, and I do think it's going to sell out. Possibly in the gallery, they're thinking possibly in the next half hour. So please do check that basket through. But there's a few other items we want to show you too, because I think we really have got absolutely everything. Now, our gym magic.
This is absolutely brilliant. And now this is really a gym in the palm of your hand. It's all about those resistance bands that you can see there, but you can do so many different movements with this. It also comes with links to inspirational classes, whether it's seated, whether it's advanced, whether it's beginner, intermediate, that's all there for you. There's a wall chart included as well. It's the most affordable bit of kit, £39, absolutely brilliant price. And if you use PayPal Pay in 3, £14.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Now, this clip that you're seeing there, this animation, is showing you all the different muscle groups that you can activate with this.
Yes, I mean, it literally is the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand. I'm actually doing a row machine. It's also stretching. It's also remobilizing. You can change the resistance. So if you just want to rotate it and just sit, maybe I'm sitting in bed and I want to do some upper body, but I'm feeling a little bit stronger. So I rotate the band, or I give it to my son or my daughter who's saying, well, actually, I really, really want to rotate it. I could then do some little core twists. I could then do some leg raises. You know, you're standing, I'm lying on the floor here, but I could also be sitting down, just seated, watching television. You're doing a cardiovascular walking. I'm actually going to be stretching my shoulders here. Now, every movement we do with it, whether it is Sean is doing a core twist here, but every move you are engaging resistance training, you're engaging strength training. You could work on your upper body, you can work on your lower body, you could work on your whole body, you can do cardio with it. You could just do some steps which add a little bit of resistance to it. You could do some core moves. Honestly, the list is absolutely endless. And it is literally £1 in weight, so I could, again, lift it up with my finger. Comes with, you know, the ability to increase or decrease the intensity. So perfect
and it really
for everybody.
Does increase.
Makes a huge difference.
If you do weights and things, we take this on holiday and it's great because I don't get to a gym when I'm away, but this is like my gym. This is like me doing
Look at your arms.
weights. It's absolutely brilliant.
That's the engagement we talk about with resistance training. It really is like you're doing those. Well, you're like a bodybuilder. What's going on here? My word. And that's what it's about, isn't it? You can increase that to wherever you need it to be.
So it is perfect. I literally went out to America and both my daughters said, look, one of them said, I haven't got any money. Could I get the gym membership that comes with your gym magic? And the other was like, my apartment's really small. I can't afford all the equipment. So they got one of these. Again, I can balance it with one finger.
So good.
Okay, it comes in one piece. If it was in 2 pieces, I'd be standing here with half because I would have lost half it. Super soft. It comes with 4 workouts. I don't call them workouts, I call them moving routines. Beginner, intermediate, advanced and seated, so that you're not getting this and going, well, what was it the three of them were doing? I don't know. Some of them for the upper body, some for the lower body, some standing, sitting, lying down, but it's the perfect way to actually have me hold your hand. It also comes to the wall chart of my favourite 15. Every time I come here, I feel like I have to redo them because, you know, I absolutely love everything we do here. And also, you can purchase separately, and I am going to mention it because it's the only thing that I've ever created, the lovely Gym Magic bag.
The details for that are just at the bottom of the screen for you. If you want to add the bag in, you can do just that.
Yeah,
then you've got a
it's
carry
great
bag
to
to go
travel.
with it.
It's
Brilliant.
super lightweight. Take it on holiday with you, and you have your gym. £39 is such a great price, but again, grab that while the stock is available, and we haven't got as much stock as we would like. Now, another item you might like to go for is what I'm wearing and Fiona's wearing, is our vest. Now, this is very sneaky, because you think, what difference can wearing a vest make? And Fiona, this makes such a difference to our everyday by just popping it on.
I know. I mean, I always think if fitness was an appeal, we would all be taking it.
Absolutely.
We would all be. And I think this is the next best thing, because all you have to do is put it on. Literally, it's a one size fits. I'm going to say one size fits all, but one size fits most. And it is bringing with it 2 pounds in weight, which we tried all the different weights. The others were a lot heavier, and when I tried a heavier vest, all I did was take it off.
Yeah,
my husband was like, it's pointless taking it off.
Yeah.
So we've chosen 2 pounds, and again, it's just a simple clip at the front, which you just pop in. The weight is actually in the back, so the secret benefit, because I just wanted a weighted vest, I wanted just that little thing you put on and it does it for you. It says, Fiona, put me on you and I will bring all the benefits without you doing anything. You could even get benefits from doing window cleaning. You could even get benefits from hoovering. But the greatest thing about it was, as soon as I put it on, guess what? My posture improved immensely.
If you're just sitting at a desk
or
you're sat
or on a
correctly.
plane. Now when I fly,
when
I put it on because you actually can't, because the weight is in the back and it is just 2 pounds. So it's only gently nudging. It's gently nudging those muscles saying, you need to stand up and you need a little bit of activation here. But honestly, my shoulders have come back. My father, who's 92, puts it on. He doesn't go very far with it, but he says, oh, I feel like I could breathe better. My chest is open, literally by putting on. But then when he goes to stand up, 2 pounds extra, activation, toning, strengthening. So for me, it is the ultimate in sneaky fitness, because all you have to do is put it on and it says, I'm doing it for you.
You'll forget you're wearing it, won't you? Because it's not too heavy.
You don't have to put it on to do exercise. Just put it on when you go up in the morning, under your
all
clothes.
those daily tasks.
Yeah, and it's working for you all the time that you're wearing it. And because Fiona has very cleverly got that weight just right, you will happily wear it all day,
and you will forget. The other day, I was in the car. No joking. I was in the car, and I went to put my seatbelt on, and I was like, oh, my hood's got all stuck. What is all the clothing here?
Funny.
And then I thought, oh, there I go.
Got your vest on.
Seriously, I'd completely forgotten about it. But the benefits throughout the day of just 2 pounds. If you actually hold 2 pounds, it's not a lightweight, but so you are toning, strengthening, activating, burning calories. You've got the heart's working a little bit harder, the lungs are working. There's a huge amount of health benefits for doing absolutely nothing more than you would do.
This is what Fiona is so good at, is bringing us really easy ways to exercise, to get a workout, to burn those calories, to get stronger, to get healthier. It's so important. We all know we need to do something, and we have got all the items that are just the right things for you to do that something, for you to achieve your goals, for you to be a healthier you. But what you've got to do is check your baskets out quickly. We are massively, massively busy. The best way to order, though, of course, you can order on the phones, is our website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find absolutely everything. Go to the live hour, and if you scroll down, you'll find all the items. Now, the Leg Master is the very last item. Then you've got our cardio core right at the top. You've got the weighted vest we were just talking about. We showed you the Gym Magic. We're busy on absolutely everything. And don't forget, if you do like your collagen, we have got some collagen available, so pop that in your basket. The more you spend, obviously, and the more items you order, there's no extra delivery costs, but you can split all of your costs when you spend over £30 with PayPal. That's our Leg Master, and we'll be absolutely honest, we are so low in stock that we're going to show you this straight away, because I don't think it's going to survive much longer into the morning, and it's so beneficial. And we're talking about exercising. Are you ready? for 60 seconds.
Yes, please.
A minute a day, but if you think, oh, hang on, this is interesting, I fancy this, we should perhaps mention that 40% of the stock
Get it in your basket right now. Check it through while you listen to what Fiona has to say. This isn't just about toning your legs, it's also about pelvic floor muscles as well. Start from the very beginning, Fiona. Why was this invented?
Invented for me by my husband. He was doing manly inventions, got awards for them around the world, and I said, no, no, no. What about me? I want huge benefits, but zero effort.
And you had quite a list, didn't you?
I had a long list. I wanted toned and slimmer legs. I wanted my pelvic floor, without doing pelvic floor exercises, to go back up to where it was before I had my 5 children. I wanted to release endorphins, happy dolphins. I just wanted to feel better, but I really didn't want to put any time or effort into it. And it was a bit of a joke, actually, until he came out with the leg master. He said, here you go. And I got on it. I did 9 repetitions to start with. And I went, OK, I feel my heart, my lungs. I feel that inner thigh. And whoa, that pelvic floor exercise that I didn't do when I had my 5 children. I feel great. But I only did 9 repetitions. He said, no, after the first day, do 10, then 11. But you never need to do more than 1 minute a day.
Brilliant.
And honestly, the benefits, again, it's just like you get so much for doing nothing, which is for Queen of Lazy, is perfect for me. I mean, have a look here. The secret is actually in the curve. There is a 9-degree patented curve at the bottom, which you're drawing your legs in. It's different from walking and cycling. That's forward motion. This is lateral motion. It's activating, toning, strengthening muscles. So great for, you know, better balance. You know, at the time I was young, I wanted better looking legs. I wanted to feel stronger. But, you know, the more elderly are using it to keep their independence, to keep them, you know, stable on their feet. Women and men are using it for pelvic floor strengthening.
Yeah. I think a lot of guys don't realise you've got a pelvic floor, but you have. And if you, as you get older, you're having those whoops moments. And perhaps it's stopping you playing golf and things. We used to have lots of emails, especially from golfers, saying, I can't get around the 18 holes, you know, without being desperate for the toilet. And in those pale trousers, I can't have that accident. Or there's always a little bit of dripping afterwards. It's for the girls and the guys. And it's all about a stronger pelvic floor. The NHS are passionate for pelvic floor exercises, but they can be really difficult. But not when you get onto this leg master, because without even realising, you do the action, you'll realise where your pelvic floor is, because you feel
it all lift, don't you? Yeah.
Lift. Should just mention another 10% of the stock has sold out and gone. So we're now at 50% of the stock. There's only 50% left, and we're only at just, 61% of the stock has now sold out and gone. So another 11% has gone. If you want this, please grab it now, because I'm really sorry to say I don't think we'll be getting back to this. And it's always been an absolute... This is what started you creating even more great products, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, what I felt was, yeah, so many people want to feel better but don't want to go to a gym. So many people want to feel better, but they, you know, they don't want to do classes. So we create products that at home can actually tick a lot of boxes for better health, better stability, better strength, feeling those endorphins. But whilst you're watching television, this during the time that coffee goes through the Breville or whatever maker that you've got, you know, or by the time the toast browns.
Now, Fiona, 80% of the stock now has gone.
What I like when we get in, before I go to bed, I've got mine in the kitchen, I'll grab it out and I put my arms up because I think it's going to make it work even better. I'm like this, right, I'll do a minute.
Maximise.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And that's all I do every night. And my goodness.
That's enough.
Yeah. And if I don't use it, I know the difference. I see the difference in my legs. I feel the difference in the strength of my core, but you've got to get this in a basket. It's a bit busy.
Just before it sells out, and if you have got it in a basket, confirm your order and check it out. Want to show you a picture that shows you the activation of all the muscles and the blood flow around the area.
Yes, this is so important. I wanted to get this, you know, created. It's a thermology test done in Australia. On the left-hand side is an inactive body. The black T is the handlebar of the leg master. On the right-hand side shows where the blood is flowing, it's moving, it's activating, it's waking up muscles because it's warming up due to the movement. And you can see exactly what's happening here in the 60 seconds to the area. It is toning and strengthening the inner thigh, the lower abdomen, the pelvic floor area, which again, yes, for mothers, huge. For men, huge. Again, go to the NHS website, see what the benefits of strengthening the pelvic floor
My
is.
friend's partner had an operation just recently. They said, you need to do pelvic floor exercises. And you're like, I've got a pelvic floor.
Yeah.
Where is my pelvic? What's a pelvic floor exercise? This is doing all of that for you without even thinking. But you must please check your baskets through. Massively busy. And did you see a little orange box came up while Fiona was talking? This has gone limited stock. Limited stock means we are down to the very last of the stock, and actually we've already got more people ordering than stock is available. So please, it's in a basket on your, in your basket right now. It's not yours. You have to check it out to make sure you get it, because more people are ordering than stock is there. Best thing to do, if you can still order, because it's the first people to order and check out that get it. You can jump the queue, you can push forward in the queue on our system. So jump onto the website, go to the live show, and then go to that leg master. The leg master right at the bottom of all the details that we've got, all the items that we've got on the hour, or the 3 hours, I should say. But you do need to check that out, because sadly that is going to disappear, sell out and go. But well done if you did manage to get it. Really busy morning this morning, really lovely to have you company, and we're busy for absolutely everything. Perhaps you're thinking more about where it, something that's going to work. I don't know, perhaps it's your arms, your upper body that you're feeling is quite weak. Perhaps you'd like to do a full body workout, work your arms and your legs at the same time. Perhaps it's your core, perhaps it's your tummy, you want a flatter tummy, you want a stronger tummy. Well, if you're working on the pelvic floor and your legs, there is your leg master. Check that basket through. But please have a little sneaky look at our next item, which is this little beauty, which is cardio core. And this is a very sneaky, and again, Fiona, easy way to exercise.
Everything has to be easy because I'm queen of lazy. This was actually created by my husband for my husband. He had an ankle fusion. Okay. Since then, he's had a hip replacement. He's had 2 knees done recently, and he's probably watching, so hi there.
Good morning.
But he was saying, I can't do anything. I mean, what can you do which is cardio if you had an ankle fusion?
Well, cardio is all pounding, isn't it? Bouncing, jogging,
exactly.
Fitness workouts
yes,
in the
exactly,
gym and
which
things.
just isn't for everybody, whether you're 20, 30, 60, 70, any age. So I said, well, go away, go back to that man cave and go create something cardio that you could use sitting down. I mean, how about that for a challenge? Anyway, he came back with this, and I had to go on it. I said, well, look, actually, it's cardio, okay? Yeah. But what I'm loving about it is it's core muscles. And it's great. Yeah. Obviously, you could start with just one leg. You could take it at your own pace. You can get steps in, because I, for one, by the end of the day, I certainly haven't done those 10,000 steps.
Got those steps in.
So this is the perfect way. I'm 60. I need resistance training, bone density, muscle mass. But I said, this is absolutely brilliant. He could do it, even with the ankle fusion, and even when he had the hip replacement, the knees now. So it was the perfect, because it's pretty much zero impact. It's not plugged in. It's, it's silent. It comes, obviously, fully assembled, because if it wasn't fully assembled,
that's
I can
really
lift it with
important,
one hand.
I think, for lots of people.
One finger.
Yeah, it's really lightweight. It's great for storage. It comes fully assembled.
We love that. We've just been doing loads of flat packing.
Oh,
oh my word, units. And
you're lucky we're both here, to be fair.
We've divorced about 3 times.
Just
so
one chest of drawers.
It's already assembled.
Oh, it has
That's
to
great.
be. I absolutely queen of lazy in many ways. But look at this.
Brilliant.
Literally lying down, it goes
storage.
under storage under the bed. Or you can just literally click it, so that's it, standing up. Now, you can adjust the handlebar, so if you're thinking, well, my legs are short or my legs are long, it's perfect. But again, this is the way it comes. I'm actually going to do it. Literally, it comes out of the box like that.
Great.
So easy. Lightweight, one hand. This actually, I take on the Play With Me as well. To many people, they're like, please, can I have a cardio core? Because guess what? They're not doing the cardio.
No.
And who even does sit-ups and crunches and all those things? Not me, for a start.
The great thing is, again, because we're all time poor, I think. I want to go to the gym. I'm a gym member, but half the time I don't get because I haven't got time. You can, at home, in your pyjamas, if you like, with some sensible shoes on, exercise in an instant while the kettle's boiling. We don't need to spend hours on this. It's just getting into the habit of grabbing it when you sit down.
And the most important thing is you could do it sitting down.
Yeah.
I have spent nearly 30 years telling people off telling
Get
people
off the sofa.
I said, get off the sofa. The sofa. I always remember going to Australia, and it was like the 4 things that are going to kill you. It's the great white, it's the brown snake, it's the red bat, and it's the sofa. And I'm thinking, why is it the sofa? Because we're sitting too much in it.
Sitting down
So I'm
too
like,
much.
you've got to get off the sofa. Now I'm saying, actually, permission granted to stay on the sofa.
Yeah, because you're still getting all the benefits,
This is the
aren't
perfect
you?
way of actually getting your cardio, which is so difficult without pounding the pavement. And if you really want a high level of cardio, I really, really suggest you get the extra bands. Normally my daughter is here, who's an ex-Olympian, and she uses the extra bands now.
So it comes with 4 bands included.
This comes with 4 bands, but if you get the extra set of bands, in my opinion, it increases it by about 70%.
It's like putting, in a way, a heavier weight on.
It's like putting a heavier weight. So if it's you were thinking you are going to benefit from using this, all you have to do is literally clip it on, and that's it. It's attached.
Clip
all
it
you
on
have to
either
do
end.
is clip it on
Great.
one side, then you get the other here. All you're going to do is that. My daughter, again, who's an ex-Olympian, she was using it on the show. We sometimes have
And
her
as
on
you
the
get
show.
stronger, you might want that extra resistance, or perhaps you want to share it with the rest of the family.
Your
And some
husband.
people, you know, in the
Some
family
people
might
want
be
more
stronger, might want
intensity.
to work the upper body more or the thighs more. So you've got the choice then. They're only £5 extra in your PayPal basket, and it's whilst we have the stock. The details just at the bottom of our main details. So pop those in your basket. You'll hardly notice you're paying for them, but you will really appreciate having them when you get this home, and you get stronger. And I can't believe how so easily I'm now on a cycling machine, I'm a cross trainer, I'm on a treadmill, I'm on a rowing machine.
I'm really working my chest doing this one.
Yeah,
It is. I mean, let's show
such a
everybody the
workout.
different ways of using it. So it is, again, out of the box, ready to go.
Don't need to plug it in.
You don't need to plug it in. You
batteries,
don't need
don't need
to
to charge
adjust
it.
Exactly. The only thing to move is the handlebar up and down. So we could start just by gentle steps, okay? But each step you're working on mobility, flexibility of the whole leg through to the knee, through to the hip. Every movement you are engaging, whether you like it or not, you're engaging those core muscles, so helping to flatten the stomach. Core muscles are the back muscles as well as the stomach muscles. I'm sitting fully supported, so there is no impact on my back. A lot of people have problems with their back, so that is a reason why they can't do cardio, then stop running. I'm sitting here fully supported. Now, again, slow stepping. You can actually get going, get those 10,000 steps whilst you're sitting. So 2 different ways of using it, both legs out together, or just simple one at a time. Now we have the option, if you want to, on its own, put your hands underneath and use, like a rowing machine, the upper part of your body. Now, if you're putting it with your hands underneath, you're actually engaging the biceps, you're engaging the forearms, but if you put your hands over the top, you're actually working more on the triceps, on the back part of the muscle here. Maybe this is the part of the muscle where you're like, I love the sun coming out, but I don't like my arms coming out. And all the tops that you have shown this part of your body, you're like, let's throw them away. Now, we also have the option of using the arm and legs together. Now, this is when you really are starting to burn calories, release those happy dolphins, get the heart going, the lung going. It is a moderate intensity aerobic activity, which again, if you're thinking about cholesterol, if you're thinking about blood pressure, if you're thinking about heart health, we know that moving is what we need to do. So again, huge amount of health benefits for really a small amount of time, because what you can do whilst you're sitting is watch Shop on TV and buy lots of other things. You can also watch your Netflix, watch your Emmerdale, watch your favourite programmes, but also get the important steps, the important health benefits
and this is it. It's just right there for you to grab whilst you're sat on the sofa and start exercising. I'm going to warn you, we have got queues on the phones already. We do apologise if you're waiting on the phones. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can. Always massively busy when we've got Fiona with us. If you are ordering the Legmaster, we have got far too many people trying to order than stock available, so you must check your baskets out if you want it. We had the most stock of our cardio core, but already 10% of the stock has gone, and loads again in baskets. This is a really easy way to get a full body workout, to work that core and get that cardio workout without bouncing around, without having to go out running in the when it's too hot or too cold. You've got a product that will allow you, whatever the weather, to get that workout into your everyday really easily. Whilst you're sat on the sofa watching TV, do active sitting. not asking you to change your life, to have an expensive gym membership, to go to the gym every single day of the week. And obviously, if you can do that, that's great. Do that. You fit that into your life. But lots of us, we haven't got the time. We haven't got the money. My gym's £75 a month. You've got this at £59, and it's yours. And it's yours there to use every day of the week, wherever you are, whether that is whilst you're sat watching the TV, whilst you're watching your favourite soap, while you watch the news first thing in the morning. There's nothing better than exercising first thing. But then you could be in the garden, and honestly, you won't even think. It's a little bit like riding a bike. The motion is just really easy. It just makes sense. And all of a sudden, you're getting a full body workout. You're working your muscles. It's muscle mass. It's bone density, which is so important. It's bone strength. Strength training. These are resistance bands, and resistance bands, do your own research. They're in a lot of gym pieces of equipment. So this you can turn in to your cross trainer. It can be your stepper. It can be your treadmill. You can get those steps in. It can be pulling those weights and using the rowing machine. Honestly, it's so versatile, but you don't even really have to think about it. But at the same time, working that core, flattening that tummy, strengthening that area, and all around the back area too. So many people find so many benefits, but one of the biggest benefits for me is up here. If you know you need to make some changes, you're dreading the summer, you don't like the way you look, you don't like the way you are, you can't do all the things you want to do, you're not fit enough to do the steps to get down to the beach, you're not able to run around with the kids as much as you used to. There are ways to get you that little bit fitter, that little bit trimmer, but it's finding the right thing for you, and I just think this is the right thing for so many, and there are so many of you with these in baskets. The price is incredible. This is your gym. You don't need a special room. You don't need, a shed in the garden. This is your gym wherever you're sat down. I must advise you, check your baskets through. We've had queues on the phones. We've got one item that's nearly about to sell out completely, and we're massively busy on our cardio core. Please check your basket through. You're investing in yourself. Jump onto the website. That's one of the easiest ways. Go to live on air. So it's shopontv.co.uk. Click onto the live show, and that'll take you through to all of our products. Cardio Core is right there. And I would advise you as well, just to pop into your basket the extra resistance bands, because as you grow with this, the great thing is you can share it with the rest of the family.
Yeah, because you can put them on or take them off. It comes with 4 resistance bands included. You can see the second item there if you want to add those in with your Cardio Core. You just link those on when you want to increase the resistance, so it'll grow with you. It means the whole family can use it. Just £15 or £5 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you're using PayPal Pay in 3. So shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone. Apologies if you've been waiting on the phones. Already had queues on the phone. So.
And the other thing is Fiona, sadly, we haven't had Fiona with us for ages, but we've managed to sneak her in. And then she tells us, I don't think I'll be back till August.
Probably won't be back till August.
Oh my word, Fiona's so
lucky.
busy worldwide. And that's the problem, isn't it?
It is, but I have this passion in life that I do want to keep people mobile. And the older I'm getting, I'm 61 in a few days' time.
Bless you.
It does get harder. It really does. So, I feel like the products we've created are the perfect way to make, aging a gift of something that you can keep strong. You can, moving matters. It does matter to all of us.
And it's never too early to start or late to start.
Or never too late, no. I mean, the Cardio Core is the perfect way of getting cardio in whilst you're sitting. What else can you do whilst you're sitting to get cardio? It's very difficult. Core exercises, how do you get a core workout without doing crunches and sit-ups? Which again, I've never done those in my life. I tried it once. I cheated and strained my neck because I pulled my head, and I never did them again. But the core muscle is used for everything. We have to keep it strong. Maybe this is the first summer that we've stopped seeing family because we haven't felt that mobile. We haven't felt that strong on our legs. Maybe we're all going to start watching the football, and we're going to be thinking, I remember when I could run around, and you can't anymore. So whether it is that you've got older, or maybe normally we have my daughter on the show because she's an ex-Olympian. And actually what I've done here, I don't know if you can actually zoom in here, I've got what you actually get at £2 each side, but I've actually got one side with the extra band on, because to be honest, my leg, I did something weird the other day, and it's not feeling comfortable. So even walking is not that comfortable, but I'm able to get some cardio and sitting with the cardio core. But this side, I would say the extra resistance of the extra bands, which, you know, I can tell you right now, you have to do, I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to do this, and it's already off.
Right.
So super easy to put on and off, but just having one extra each side is a lot. It's a lot harder. I wouldn't like to use the word harder. It's more challenging.
Yeah,
More
it's a bit
intense.
like picking up an extra weight, a heavier weight when you want to increase.
So maybe one side of your body you actually want to have a strong, you remember, like this side of my body at the moment is not feeling great. So I can actually have greater resistance on one side. Or like my daughter says, well, that's great, but let me just put the extra resistance band in, because she wants more challenging. So I would highly recommend getting
like your
the
husband,
extra
because
bands.
he's had issues, hasn't he? And then one side of his body isn't as strong as the
Well,
other.
again, he
So
just
getting the
started
strength
working. Honestly, I mean, to be able to have one leg not working and get a cardiovascular workout and get a core workout and an upper body workout, burn calories, release endorphins, get the heart and the lungs going, whilst you're watching your favourite Netflix show, was an unbelievable, you know, invention. And look at it, it literally comes fully assembled. I can hold it with one finger, and whatever your age of your children, they can use it. Whatever the age of your parents, you can use it. Comes fully assembled. You could pop it under. I could actually put it all the way under here.
Yeah,
so
under the
it's
sofa, under the
gone.
bed.
I mean, you can hardly put a rowing machine under a sofa or a treadmill, because that's what it's replacing. It's replacing the rowing machine, the treadmill, the elliptical, you know, the stair climbers. You know, there's so many things.
It's working all those same muscles as all those sort of gym pieces of equipment that you would use, and it's in your home, indoors, outdoors. You don't need to plug it in. It doesn't need to be charged. As Fiona was saying, fully assembled. It is £59, should be 90. You've got an incredible saving, and we can split that cost as well, of course, with our PayPal on our website. £21.98 is the first of those 3 payments. That is 3 payments, and then that is your gym in your home, where you don't need to find a special room for it. You don't have to. It's not going to clutter up the house. It will fold down and go under the sofa or under the bed. But have it, I would say, where you sit and watch TV, because do active sitting. We always manage to fit in, however time poor we are, to watch. Perhaps it's the news in the morning, or perhaps
There's
it is your favourite soap. Well, whilst you do that, make sure you actually grab your incredible cardio core and get working out. It's as simple as that, but you must check your baskets through. Stepping away from that because we're just so busy, but we're busy on everything actually, and we've got to show you this again, because can you see this? This again is a gym in the palm of your hand. Fiona, Sean loves it for stretching for his back.
Just for that.
I love it because we can travel with this. I can put it in a suitcase. I can take it on holiday.
And it literally is replacing the gym that you don't go to.
That I pay for. I know. I am.
You could get 2 of these for 1 membership month that you don't even pay for.
Oh, that's shocking.
I'm naming and shaming you, because
Shocking.
you know, that's so many people though. So many people, especially at the beginning of the
I
year.
want to go. I just don't have time.
Well, exactly.
We don't want to hear it.
But you don't need to go anymore. And I think a lot of people are probably now saying, oh gosh, yes, I took out that membership and I haven't been, because again, January, it's a great idea. I mean, they're brilliant. Go to the gym, go and do the classes. But maybe that's just not for you. This is something which actually, if it is just doing the biceps, you know, maybe it's doing the triceps. Maybe you want to do your movements sitting. Maybe you want to do them lying. Maybe you want to do squats like this. Maybe you're somebody that actually wants to do a rowing machine. You know, maybe you're somebody who wants to work on shoulder mobility. This was actually created for me by my husband because I was having problems with my shoulder movements here. And the shoulder was something I'd done wrong, probably traveling with heavy suitcases. I then actually was getting discomfort in it. Then at night, it was waking me up. My husband was like, what's going on here? And I'm like, yeah, I can't lift my arm above my head. He said, right, okay, simple solution. A little bit of movement, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of remobilizing, but just with a simple one piece. So all I had to do was sit on the side of the bed and just lift my arms up, because with every move, we're bringing with it resistance training, we're bringing with it strength training. but we're also working on range of motion. We're also working on mobility. Have a look here with the simple move here, just holding it, you're activating leg muscles, you're activating core muscles, upper arm muscles. You could just do your upper arm, you could just do your legs, you could just do buttocks, you could just do a row machine, or you could do easy, efficient and effective stretches that bring with them the resistance training, the strength training, working the heart, the lungs, not just whilst you're working out, but for 48 hours after as you burn calories. I mean, have a look at that upper body there that you look phenomenal. Are you sure you haven't been going to the gym?
No,
You've been using the gym magic?
Yeah.
Obviously, but look at that, the activation of that whole upper body, but also you are activating your core. You're actually activating your back muscles. You're activating so many muscles. But maybe like me, I'm just sitting down. So I'm actually doing core muscles. I'm actually just working the upper body. I'm actually working the legs. Now with this comes 4, I don't like to call them workouts, they're like routines of movement. There's a beginner, the intermediate, the advanced, and the seated. Now this is a perfect way to follow along with me, simple moves that are going to tone, strengthen, stretch the upper body, the lower body. But it's 9 minutes of just following on, because when you get this home, I don't want anybody going, well, what was it that Sean was doing? What was it? Hey, she did a great movement. So this is a perfect way of actually just being able to follow along at whatever level you are. There's also a wall chart, which has my 15 favourite moves, which thanks to you two, I actually really would like to change because I have some much better moves I want to put on there. But also, I would like to mention my bag, and I'm going to call it my bag, because I created this. This was my invention, because I said, you know, these, I love the gym magic, but all these elastics, I want to actually put them, and I travel around with it.
Brilliant for travelling.
I literally wanted to put them in a very special, designed by Fiona bag. So I think the bag is a super thing to get if you would like to make it look very
Details
nice.
for that just at the bottom of the screen if you do want to add in the carry bag. 740077 is your item. We're busy across everything. Unfortunately, if you are going for the Leg Master, we did try to warn you, and that has absolutely flown out of the door. We have sold out, so apologies if you've missed out there. Well done if you've got it. We will get it back in stock as soon as we possibly can, but as we said, Fiona's really busy worldwide. She's going here, there and everywhere. Hopefully she'll be back with us in August, but the Leg Master is our first sellout on the show, I would say.
It is. Now, well done if you got it. If you didn't get it, though, honestly, grab yourself another piece of equipment from Fiona.
Everything's great.
If you were thinking, I want to make some changes, I want to be a little bit stronger, I want to be fitter this year. I missed out on so much last year because I wasn't fit enough. I couldn't keep up with the rest of the family. Perhaps you've got a holiday planned and you're dreading it in a way, dreading the way you look, dreading the fact that they'll want to do things and you won't be able to go along with them. Perhaps the kids will want to go out cycling or go down to that beach and all those steps. Perhaps it's just everyday things. Perhaps you're really finding you're quite weak putting the washing out, getting things out of cupboards. When you go shopping and you can't reach up anymore to get into those cupboards, perhaps you feel you're losing your strength in your legs when you do the stairs. Or perhaps you really want to, like me, go to the gym, but you just physically haven't got time, or perhaps you can't afford to. This, honestly, is for every level of fitness, from a right beginner, and I would say however strong you are, and 40% of the stock, by the way, I'm just hearing, is sold out and gone, because when you twist the band, the resistance increases so much. Honestly, I think however strong you are, I think you will be able to get such a great workout with this. So from a beginner to someone that's really into their gym, for me, this is my travelling gym. This is if you see me at an airport, I probably won't open my suitcase, but you could stop me and say, open your suitcase. It will be in my suitcase. We never go away without it. It's getting that balance in life, and this allows me to enjoy every day because I feel so much better about myself, and that's what we want you to do. Remember, you're getting a full body workout for £39, and you can split that cost to £14.65. And Fiona, when we see this and we say a full body workout, oh my goodness, we're seeing virtually every muscle in our body working there.
I mean, it is working, and it's not just strengthening and toning with resistance band, which is so important. It's also helping remobilize. It's also stretching. I always think, you know, stretching is like the golden nugget of fitness. We forget. Sometimes we do a bit of cardio, sometimes we do a bit of strengthening, but how many of us actually stretch?
Very
and how
few.
many of us, like myself, are realizing that some parts of the body lose mobility, whether it is the upper body, which for many women, lifting their arms over their head can become a challenge. So like you say, reaching for things on shelves, cleaning the windows.
Washing out, the line's suddenly so high.
Exactly. And how do you stretch your shoulders? How do you, you remobilize them? Well, the great thing about Gym Magic is that every movement, and whether it's standing on the bar, this is a different way of using it, and just moving your arms up, every move is not only helping with the range of motion and mobility of the shoulder, it's also bringing with it the important resistance training and strength training, which myself at the age of 60, we need that for bone density, for muscle mass. But again, my children, they want to actually keep strong. They can't afford gym memberships. I've got a student in America. I've got children with houses like Francesca, who's here. She's got a house that's about the size of a postage stamp. But she said she's an ex-Olympian. She said, Mum, there's nothing that I can't do with this that I would use at the gym. She could do her bicep curls. She could do her tricep dips. She could do squats. She could do her inner thighs and her outer thighs. She could activate core muscles. She could do the row machine. And if you think about it, we're all just standing here. We haven't taken out a gym membership, have we, Hayley? So we haven't had to go to the gym, but we've done the upper body. You've done the legs. I've done the row machine. We haven't left this room, and we've done every type of fitness that I can think about, including the stretching, the strengthening, and again, look at these muscles being activated, toned, strengthened. You're burning calories not just whilst you're using this, but up to 48 hours after. So whilst you're sleeping, you're burning calories. We talk about mental health being, those overwhelming moments. We know that exercise helps with just, clearing away the cobwebs, making you feel a little bit better about yourself. This is the perfect way of doing that, but you can literally, you can fit it in your top drawer. You can fit it in your hand luggage. It weighs less than a pound. It comes fully assembled. If you buy the super amazing bag that I created,
just at the bottom of the screen there,
to pop it into. But I just think it honestly ticks so many boxes for absolutely all levels of fitness.
Now, I was meant to tell you 45% of the stock has sold out and gone, 50% now the stock has sold out and gone. This is going to be our second sellout. I think loads in baskets, still got queues on the phones. We do apologise. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can. If you can jump onto the website, that is the easiest way of ordering. shopontv.co.uk. Go through to our live hour and it'll say live hour as you go through to that first page. Click onto that and that'll take you through to all the products that we have available. You'll see that one of our products already sold out, the Leg Master right at the bottom, and the next one to go will be our Gym Magic. So please do not miss out on getting a gym that honestly will travel with you anyway. Perhaps you work a lot away and you stay in hotels and you get so mad that you're missing the gym. This will go in the boot of your car. This will travel with you when you're working away. For us, for holidays, it is an absolute godsend. By the pool with the sun shining, you can be exercising. But then this too is so portable because this is it. Don't need to plug it in. We don't need to charge it. You travel with this because you do a lot of travelling and often travel because people abroad want you to take it to them.
Yeah, no, I do. I really like this because it was created by my husband, actually for my husband. He had had an ankle fusion and he'd had hips done and now he's had knees done. And he was sitting on the sofa, thoroughly miserable, getting slightly larger and very grumpy. And I said, look, go to your man cave. Here's a piece of steak. Go and create something for yourself. Let's see if we can sort out getting a cardio whilst you're sitting, which is obviously impossible. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
You can actually sit on the sofa and by moving your legs and your arms, I'm not going to do this too fast, and I'm certainly not adding the extra resistance bands because those are going to give me 60% extra. So if you're thinking, well, this is a great place to start, I'd like these to add extra, or actually my son, my daughter, Francesca on the show here, puts these on. It's the perfect way to actually add a little extra resistance. But this is the perfect way with pretty much zero impact, which is obviously important for, as we get older, we don't necessarily want to pound the pavements, which, is one of the many ways you can get cardio, running, swimming and doing those body pump classes. So we have created something that whilst you're sitting, you can interrupt your sitting to get moving. Upper body, lower body, resistance training. Every time you're moving your arms in, Hayley, you're activating your core muscles. Every time you're moving your legs out, you're activating your core muscles. The core is attached to the back muscles. I'm sitting in a really fully supportive, super comfy. I feel like I'm just sitting back, relaxing, and I could be watching television. Yeah. I could actually be on if you cut me off here, I could be on a Zoom call, but I just love the fact that you can just get so many health benefits, but whilst you're sitting.
And you can take this wherever you want. If you've got garden furniture, take it out in the garden.
Yes.
You're going to get the same benefits out in the fresh air as indoors. When you want to store it away, it folds completely flat. It arrives, you don't have to build it. This is the great thing about it. Now, you'll see when we're working on it, we're working at pace. We want to get our steps in, but it's at your pace, isn't it, Fiona?
It's definitely a perfect place to start as well as to continue. As I say, my own daughter uses it. She uses the extra resistance band. She's an ex-Olympian. She's like, you know, when it's raining and I don't want to go outside, I can replace a long run by literally going on the cardio core. But also, when you're old and you're thinking, it's too late, there's nothing I can do. Have a look here. It could just be one leg. Okay, if you want to help.
It might be that you need to strengthen one leg. My friend's in a wheelchair, perhaps, and we have lots of people in wheelchairs that order this because you can put the brakes on your wheelchair. You just need to be sat down, and you are sat down, and perhaps it is one leg that's a little bit weaker than the other. You can be exercising that one leg.
You could, or you could just be doing the upper body.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. You know, it's ageless, it's no matter what level of fitness. But the great thing is it is getting those steps in. I mean, it's the end of the day now, and how many people watching have done 10,000 steps?
Many.
I am not seeing many hands. You know what? And you feel a bit guilty, so why not just get your steps? And we are going to, I keep saying it, but we are going to get one of those things where you can measure your steps, because I think by the end of this show, we probably would have done 30,000 steps, because this is the perfect way, without impact, of getting those steps in, which again, you know what? The sun will be coming out soon, I'm sure, but, you know, so is the activities. So is maybe playing golf or tennis or pickleball or gardening. And how many of those things are you saying that for the first time this year, I'm not able to do? You know, I think that's the other thing. You know, aging is a privilege, it's a gift. And you have to age strong, but for many people, it just slips away and you become a prisoner of lack of mobility and you start losing the finer details in life, which I think is so sad. And again, at my age, at my husband's age, with all the difficulties he's had, we want to say yes to life. We've got 5 children that will one day have grandchildren, and we want to be able to do the most things that we're able to do given our age. And this is something which not only is helping my husband and I, especially at the moment, because I have slightly hurt my leg doing something I shouldn't have done, but so the idea of going for a walk is not even an option, but I can sit here and do this.
You want to build
my
it
husband,
back
who
up,
just had 2 knees replaced, February 25th.
He's like the bionic man, your husband.
He is like, that's one way of putting it. But yes, it's a great, but honestly, it's been brilliant because he's created so many things based on the fact that he's like, okay, I need to do cardio and core, but I can't get off the sofa. What am I going to do? I'm going to create the cardio core. But again, so many health benefits for minimum effort. That's what I like to spread around the world. And I fly around the world. And again, I'm sorry that we don't have that much stock. But I think actually this is a very good time for people to sometimes buy fitness. You know, either they've taken out that membership and it's become a gym donation. Hayley, you know how that feels. Or maybe those classes you wanted to do, but you just never did. Or that, I'm going to go for a lovely long walk. Well, one minute it's like 100 degrees in England, the next minute it's Arctic and raining. Again, 2 reasons not to go out. Well, there's no reason not to do this. So this is a great time of year that I think a lot of people think, oh, the sun is coming out, the summer's coming, and it's not too late. Don't think when it's too late. It's June already. No, just, I mean, fitness is accumulative. Just do a few steps every day and you will feel the difference. Actually, you'll feel the difference immediately because of the endorphins. You know, I mean, a lot of people say, well, I don't do any fitness because I'm just too tired. Well, like you often say, Hayley, it does the opposite.
It's that feel good,
You do think that, you know, if I exercise, I'm going to be absolutely shattered. I've got no energy as it is. But actually, happy endorphins, my happy dolphins, that is that buzz that gives you that kickstart to the day, that gives you energy. If I exercise first thing and try this, and you've only got, while you're watching the news in the morning, what do you pop on TV or listening to the radio, have this right there when you sit down, start exercising. And if you do that first thing in the morning, just realise what you manage to fit into that day. If I don't exercise, I'm slow, I'm sluggish, I'm low. Affects me here as well. I don't feel good about myself. I can't get anything done. I can't even think clearly. But if I exercise first thing, I've got a spring in my step. I'm ready for the day. I fit things in. I've got energy. I seem to have a clearer head. I can see, see clearer. it makes such a difference to my everyday. And sometimes it can be daunting. And if you know you need to do something, and perhaps you're desperate to have trimmer legs, you hate the skin under your arms. We all go, I hate this bit of me. You're dreading the summer. Perhaps you're not living enough. You're stopping doing all the things you loved because you haven't got the strength in your legs anymore. You're worried you're not going to keep up with everybody. You need to do something. And I know for a lot of us, joining a gym, the thought of joining a gym is just frightening, and it's something you'll never do. Going out running, I can't run, kills my knees. If that was the only way to exercise, I would never, ever be fit. It's finding something that's right for you. And this, without even thinking, you're now getting those steps in. You're on a stepper. You're on a cross trainer, you're on a treadmill, you're on a rowing machine, you're lifting weights. This is so cleverly designed. It's working that core that honestly is all the strength to your balance, flattening the tummy. It's all the strength to your back as well. And then also getting that your heart rate up. It's a really sneaky way of exercising while you're sat down. But what you've got to do, please, is check those baskets through, because this is the only way tonight you're going to get anything. We've had one sell out. We've got another item that's very close to selling out, and a vast amount of this stock. We had the most stock of this, but a vast amount of this stock has now sold out and gone. If you don't order and check out, it's like you nearly got yourself healthy, but then you didn't quite get there. Check that basket out, and that's the first step to a happier, healthier you. And honestly, it's as simple as this. The great thing is, Fiona, as well, this is going to fit into anybody's home. So if people have looked at getting
space-wise, yeah.
A lot of things are so big, aren't they?
I know, they're big, expensive. Let's just have a look at what you get for a start. Here it is. There's one under the sofa.
It's hiding.
This is how it comes, fully assembled.
Brilliant.
So literally out of the box, lightweight. Have a look. It's lightweight. I can hold it with one hand.
So you can put that in the boot of the car, take that away with you, take it to the caravan, take it camping.
You know what? I've actually put it in my hand luggage so that, you know, you could take the handlebar out, but it comes fully assembled. So
oh my word, Fiona, 10% of your purple and black sold out in the first few minutes. It is going to be as long as stocks last. When we had Fiona with us, and it's just under 2 months that she was with us last time, we had sellouts. Fiona's equipment is known really very much as designed for herself and her husband, and they design together items that you can use at home, but it fits into your home, it fits into your everyday, and this is why these are so popular and always so busy, because anybody, whatever level of fitness you are, this is going to work into your everyday.
I think that's what's great about it. It can be a family piece of equipment for you, can't it? 491928 is your item number. If you want to go for it, if you've not shopped before, shop on tve.co.uk. You can order on the phone, 0333 241 241 if you want to order on the phone, but phones are already busy. So choose your colour, get it in a basket, and check that basket out sooner rather than later. Lots of great reviews to talk about on this machine as well.
Absolute #1 best-selling products worldwide. Fiona travels the world selling her products, and honestly, this is a true favourite.
Take a little look at this one. This is a big exerciser in a small package. I've found I can change what area of my arms and legs I'm working on with a very small adjustment. It's good for someone who can't get up and down on the floor. I use it in conjunction with my treadmill and small pedal elliptical. And honestly, really busy already across the board. You'll see the full range on the website. 491928 is your item number. It should be almost £90, down to 59, down to 21.98 on your first of three.
That's crazy.
PayPal
You think what a gym membership is. That is nothing. And
I think you pay more than that a month, don't you?
I do.
More than
£65. I pay a lot more than just one payment, but you can split that into 3.
Take a look at this one. Wow, a fabulous way to work out. You fit the exercises to your ability. That's a great point. Fast, slow, hard, easy. It's completely up to you. It's so versatile. It's slim and in size and so lightweight. You can get a satisfying workout from it. Folds nicely, but leave it out, because if it's out, you will use it often, and often you will. Have you heard how many people are going for this?
I'm super busy. The thing I love about this is it is for absolutely everybody. I can truly see my mum loving this. And my mum really does struggle with walking now. Her legs aren't so strong, so getting that strength back into those legs. But also, if you're in your older years, it's working that core, every movement. That core is your balance. Perhaps you don't feel so stable anymore, getting that stability back, but that flexibility as well. But then, if you really are into fitness, you can really
It's a proper workout, isn't it?
This is like the rowing machine. This, you can change the angles to work those arms. You can actually use this in so many different ways.
Your arms, the muscles on your arms, the resistance on this machine is great.
Well, we
you
were
can
saying
really
earlier,
see.
resistance is like weights. Perhaps you don't like using weights and you don't like the feel of weights in your hand. This is like having weights. This is using those muscles. And I could just do an upper body workout. I could do a lower body workout all the time, working that tummy and that core. But actually, you can get that full body workout. We've got to warn you.
What?
Oh, Fiona, you're way ahead.
You're way in the lead.
40% of Fiona's purple and black sold out and gone. It doesn't matter which colour
The golden
you go
girl.
for.
I have the best colour.
I've got the option at the minute, with 40% of Fiona's option has sold out and gone. I truly think this could be used by everybody in the family.
Well,
It?
definitely. I mean, you guys are really going gangbusters over there. But for me, I like the fact that I like to use the E words: effortless.
Yes.
Efficient, effective,
Great.
easy. Because for me, my age group, I classify myself as that slightly older lady.
The funny thing is, Fiona, you've never liked exercise.
No, I'm
have you?
allergic to it. No, I have.
I think it's
yeah,
great that
I
someone that's
know.
never liked exercise has made
It's creating. Yeah, well, the thing is, I want to create things, and we have created things that people can do. Things that absolutely work. We want them to be affordable. For this, it's, you know, for the range of motion. My knees not feeling great anymore.
Yeah.
My ankles not feeling great anymore. My hips, you know, I fly a lot. I do shows around the world. I want things that I can sit down, you know, maybe I'm on a Teams call. You know, I can be talking to people whilst I am getting cardio. I don't want to be pounding the pavements. I don't want to go out in the sun. I mean, I always have an excuse not to do that. But the thing with this is, let me talk you through the different ways of using it. I mean, firstly, look how lightweight it is. It literally is, you know, under 4 kilograms, very lightweight, comes fully assembled. All you have to do is take it out of the box. We can just start, maybe even just with one leg. You know, maybe you've had an injury or
you've
an
got
illness.
a weaker leg.
Yes, or you've had a fallen. I mean, how can you exercise or go for a walk with one leg?
With one leg.
Yeah.
How could you cycle with one leg? But you can get the range of motion, flexibility, strength back in a leg if you are struggling. Just start with gentle moves. You can move up as you get fitter. We can also use the upper arms. Now, at every single move, we are engaging, as you say, the most important part of the body, core muscles.
Yeah.
Now, the alternative to that are doing sit-ups and crunches, or I mean, you know, then it's like, how do you do it? And your neck and your back. No, to be able to sit and interrupt your sitting by getting going, getting the range of motion, getting resistance training. Important to talk about the bands, because we know as we get older, I hate to keep using the older word, but at 60, I have to think about bone density. I have to think about muscle mass. I have to do strength training. So the options are going to the gym, doing the classes, or sitting at home in the comfort of your own air conditioning or coolness and just getting the body moving.
Just getting that body moving so easily whilst you're sat down. Once you're on this, you don't even...
Can't stop moving.
It's a bit like riding a bike. So you'll watch TV and you're exercising, full body workout. And when you see all the muscles you're activating, when you see that actually in just a few minutes on this, you can get a real full body workout. You have got the most incredible opportunity to have something in your home that actually in just 60 seconds can make that difference. It's strengthening that core, it's burning that fat, and that's what it's all about. It's all about getting your body working, getting that heart rate up, working that core, and actually this is very sneaky at doing all of those.
Isn't it?
You don't realise, because when you think about a cardio workout, you really think about bouncing around, going out running, low impact. And honestly, the more you see about this product, the more you realise, and when you get this home and you feel the strength of those resistance bands, when you actually see those results and feel those results yourself, you are going to be absolutely blown away. Something that actually will slide under the sofa or slide under the bed, something that doesn't need to be plugged in, that you could be using inside and outside your whole gym. This could be your cross trainer, this could be your rowing machine, this could be the treadmill. And it honestly does work, whether it's your thighs, whether it's your glutes, whether it is the lower body muscles or the upper body as well. It really is, like we say, compact, easy to use, but then very sneakily working, I would say, most muscles throughout your body.
Yeah, we always say, don't we, full body workout. You can focus on different areas if you so wish. It is that 60 seconds to kickstart you, but you'll be watching TV, you'll be watching your favourite programme, and you'll forget you're doing this. It really is intuitive, isn't it? It just happens.
I think it is the perfect way, and this is another thing, in 2026, there's the moving matters I like. There is the ageing is a gift, a privilege. But what we have tried to create is something which is going to allow fitness to fit into your lifestyle, not disrupt it.
Yeah.
Great.
Because if you think about it, going to the gym disrupts it. Going for a walk disrupts it. You need to allocate time and money to do that. You could actually be watching television, which we all do. You could actually, you know, be sitting chatting to your daughter. You could actually be reading a book. It allows it to fit in. And I think the thing is, if it's going to fit into your lifestyle, guess what? You're going to do it.
That's it.
And
And
yeah.
then you
also
achieve your goals. Then you start to get stronger, fitter, slimmer. A third of the stock, remember, completely low impact. This really is a machine that can make such a difference, that you can have at home and use as and when you've got 2 minutes. We've all got time to sit down, haven't we? We've all got time to watch the news perhaps in the morning, watch your favourite soap at night. Do active sitting. And when this is right there by the sofa, why would you not just grab this? And without even thinking, you're using so many different pieces of gym equipment. Whether that is, and you're thinking about strengthening or training or your muscle mass or your bone strength, whether you'd think, well, actually, I'd like to have a stepper. This is your stepper. A rowing machine. This is your rowing machine. A cross trainer. This is your cross trainer. A bike. You can get that movement of cycling as well. It's compact. It's fully assembled. And it's all about you aging strong. It's all about great stability, stronger legs, trimmer legs, a flatter tummy. But because it's very sneakily working your it's a cardio core workout. So it really is getting that heart rate up. It's going to help you burn calories. But it's working that core area, which is all about a flatter tummy, a stronger tummy, better balance, but also working all around to the back. So this is that very much full body workout in one piece of equipment, if you're quick enough, for £59. Had one sell out, another item very low on stock, and now stock wise on this we're getting very, very low. 491928 is your item number, and of course to fit that cost with PayPal makes it even more affordable.
It does come with 4 bands included. If you want to add the extra bands to increase the intensity, you'll see the details just at the bottom of the screen there. But we've got to remind you of this other piece of equipment that we've got on the show. As Hayley just said, sellouts happening here, there and everywhere. The Gym Magic, 60% of the entire stock already gone. This is a gym in the palm of your hand, isn't it?
That is your gym. That could be a rowing machine, you could be cycling, you could be by the pool, take this on holiday. It's lightweight to go in your suitcase. This could be your weights, you could be doing upper body workout, you could be doing great stretches with this. And this again is for all ages. Price wise, I would just say, oh my goodness, even if you've bought other items tonight, put this into your basket as well, because this is so versatile. Perhaps you've got a teenager that wants to get a little bit fitter, they want to build their muscles, but they can't afford the gym. Look at all the muscles you're using, working, whilst you're using the Gym Magic.
You can do so many different types of exercise that we're going to talk you through. It's really portable, so you can take it with you. There's a bag available for it if you want to add that in. Details at the bottom of the screen there. There's a huge saving, £20 saving on the usual price. It's down to £39, but it's going to be so versatile for you to have at home or for you to take with you for so many different kinds of exercise.
So many exercises, but also stretching.
Stretches,
this was
why I
actually
love it.
created for me by my husband because I had some difficulty in my shoulder mobility. And then it became, I couldn't move it. Then it became uncomfortable. Then, in the middle of the night, I would wake up because I'd be rolling on it. And he said, look, hold on, Fiona. This is a solvable problem. What we want to do is some gentle stretches like this, which again, when I started, I would get to here and I'd be like, I just can't do it. But every time I'd get a little bit further, and with each move, I'm not just stretching, I'm bringing resistance training, I'm bringing strength training. So the mobility and the range of motion and the strengthening of the joint happen really quickly. And all I did was, first thing in the morning, I would literally sit at the side of the bed and I would lift my arms above it. Now with this also comes 4 different routines of movements. I don't call them exercises, and it's a beginner, an intermediate, an advanced and a seated routine. They're about 9 minutes long, and they're going to talk you through a different way to strengthen, to remobilize your upper body, your lower body, your core areas, you know, get some aerobic activity in by putting some steps. There's so many different ways that you'll be able to follow along. If you can't remember what we've done today on the show, also we've got a wall chart it comes with showing my 15 favorite moves. So it really is the perfect way to get better fitness, literally for all ages. My children use it because they literally do want to replace the whole of the gym. My father uses it because he wants better mobility, better flexibility in the body. And it is, I mean, it is limitless what it does. It comes fully assembled.
Versatile.
Again, I think it's really important to emphasize the bands, because as you rotate the bands around, you're shortening it. As you rotate the bands around, you're shortening it. Now, by shortening it, you are increasing the intensity,
incredibly,
or letting it go, decreasing it, which means it is perfect literally to hand to your 19-year-old son who wants big guns, or maybe just hand to your mother who just wants some gentle stretching. But whatever it is, it comes with, you know, burning calories, releasing endorphins. It comes with, you know, the stretching, the weight, you know, the resistance training, the strength training, you know, toning for the whole body, because as you're holding it, you're having to engage the core muscles. I mean, you're doing the upper body, you're doing the shoulder. I've done a row machine. I've been sitting, standing, lying. We haven't taken out that gym membership. We haven't gone to the gym. You don't have to get dressed up for this, but it is doing everything you need for health and well-being.
And you can really have that to whatever. You really have a lot of resistance there.
Twist it. And like one of your friend's husband, they was like, oh, I wouldn't be able to do it. I like a rowing machine.
Oh,
you
yes.
Really can
Let's
adapt
have a look at the rowing machine.
Into whatever you'd normally use. But when you twist those bands, even if you are super strong, you really can get a really great workout.
Look at the muscle activation.
It really is fabulous.
Yeah, no, my friend's husband was not popular when he came out with that comment. He said, it can't do everything in the palm of your hand. It won't do a row machine. And I said, OK. And I got down on the floor and I did my row machine. And I said, and actually, my row machine, I can do a core twist. My row machine, I could do bicep curls. My rowing machine, I could do stretching of the upper body. My rowing machine, I could actually do in my bed. My rowing machine, I can actually balance on one finger and I could put under the sofa. And he said, OK, your rowing machine is better than the one that I have. And thankfully, my friend actually is not with him anymore.
I was going to say, and they're now divorced. It doesn't mean you have to get divorced, but this is something that the whole family can use. And it is that full body workout. If you really struggle to find anything to get everything moving, this is getting everything moving for you, and is completely ageless. If you just want those little bit of resistance with really great stretches, stretching is so important. But those resistance bands, this is like replacing the heavy dumbbells. You saw when I was using it really tight, it can really give you that extra weight, and you're in complete control of how, you know, intense you want this to be.
Yeah, you can change that resistance, remember, just by rolling the bar and rolling the resistance bands around. You're getting your gym magic, you're getting your wall chart for inspiration. There's online follow-along videos, whether it's a beginner, whether it's intermediate, whether it's seated, whether it's advanced. It's really easy to start. These are the videos that you can link through to. So it gives you that inspiration, all the exercises that we do, and so much more. I can't believe this is just £39.
I forget the price. It's such a good price. It's worth every penny of 60 to get it for 39, and then split the cost. 3 payments of £14.65. Honestly, I think everybody should buy this. For me, it's just a necessity for holidays, or when if you're working away and you're in a hotel, all of a sudden you've got a piece of equipment that will travel with you in your suitcase and allow you by the pool to get a little bit of a workout. It's so important to get that balance into your everyday.
Well, our friend came on holiday with us, and she goes to a weightlifter's gym, not a regular gym. And she was like, "What?"
Does go.
Oh yeah, she does go. Yeah,
no donation there.
She's a real routine. But she was like, "Oh, what's that about?" You know, real skeptic. And then she started using it. She was like, "Hang on, I
She
can
asks
really."
for it every morning.
She was like,
doesn't she?
"Where's
the gym
where's the
magic?"
gym magic?
I will just get it for you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, maybe it is just gentle stretching. Like here, I'm actually holding it, so I'm activating core muscles.
Yes.
And I'm just doing a gentle twist, because maybe it's just putting that seatbelt that you're finding difficult to do. Maybe it's putting
those
the jacket
daily
on.
tasks,
You know, there are those simple things. You know, we talk about the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand. That's all 5 daughters of mine. They love it. They use it. They can't afford the gym membership. Their house is too small. They travel a lot. But, you know, just for general mobility, just standing. Actually, taking some steps, but little steps that bring with it resistance training, strength training. Maybe listen to some music. We were just talking about some of our favourite artists that are getting older and still singing away. Well, dance along to it, listening to your favourite, you know, your artists. So I think whatever it is, there's no excuse. It literally, it can do the upper body, the lower body. It can do the rowing machine. It can do everything that's in the gym. It can, you know, gentle stretches before you even wake up. Just get the arms going and wake up your arm muscles, wake up the mobility, wake up your mind, body and soul before you've even got out of bed. And you can just pop it under the bed, pop it in your drawer, pop it in your hand luggage. This is a perfect way just to activate the core muscles before you've even got out of bed, stretching the upper shoulder muscles. Thankfully, I don't wake up in the middle of the night anymore because my shoulder doesn't hurt. How many people are thinking, I can't even reach on that top shelf in the supermarket because my arms don't work that way? How do you get better mobility in your arms? Well, simple stretches over your head, whether it's standing, sitting, lying down. You could do these lying down. That's the other thing. Maybe you're somebody that says, to be honest, I find it difficult. I'm going to lie down on my battery pack. But just lying down, supporting the back, what I'm doing here is I'm working on shoulder mobility. I'm working on range of motion, but each stretch is bringing with it resistance training, strength training. I could then do some little core workouts for my abdomen. I could then do some nice leg stretches and strengthening. Now, this is something I could be doing before I've even got out of bed in the morning.
Brilliant.
What else is it going to do? It's going to blow the cobwebs away. It's going to make you feel more energized. I mean, it's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning and we are super energized because we are moving our bodies and we're getting the hearts and lungs going. So if you're sitting there saying, I can't do any of that because I'm just too tired. Well, as you often say, Hayley, fitness does completely the opposite. It gives you energy.
It gives you that buzz. It gives you a great kickstart to the day. It gives you the energy to get things fitted in, to get your head clear. For me, it's not just about being trimmer and slimmer, which is really important. I have to keep fit, otherwise I gain weight really easy. I've got to do something. But it's also up here to keep my head happy, to make me think straight. And fitness does all of that for me. And I know it will do for you. And if you've got anything in a basket, we've had one sell out. We're now at, if you do want this incredible gym in the palm of your hand, the Gym Magic is now at, where were we? 70% of the stock sold out. So many in baskets. So if you want this, you do need to check your basket through. And if it is in a basket, you've got that thought that you need to do something. Check that basket out. What you're doing is investing in yourself for such an affordable price. Can I just say it's a great gift idea as well. If you've got any sort of teenagers that want to get a little bit fitter, they're trying to get a little bit, you know, more bulked up, this is going to be great as a gift for them as well. Perhaps they're going off to university and they want something to take with them to travel. They won't be able to afford a gym and they won't have much space in the room they're staying in. This is it. This is your gym, and it could be your rowing machine, it could be your cycling machine, it could be all of your different weights as well. It is phenomenal, but you do need to check your baskets through. We've already had a sell out and we are exactly the same situation that we were a moment ago with our Legmaster. We're in a situation where we're 70% gone, so many in baskets that your best bet, we have had queues on the phones and we will always get to you as soon as we possibly can, so don't give up, we will get to you. But if you can jump onto our website, shopontv.co.uk, you can find our live hour. It's right there. You click onto it, takes you straight through to everything we've got available, and you are loving absolutely everything. So if you do want to go for the Gym Magic, it's right there, £39. Pop it in your basket and check your basket through, please. And you've got loads of inspiration. Don't forget, get the bag that goes alongside this too, because I think you'll be like me. We take this absolutely everywhere.
Brilliant for travelling. So that bag is invaluable at £15. It's only £5 on your first of 3 payments if you're using PayPal. Everything's stored in there. That's great just to keep it in the back of the car, or great when you're keeping it at home. And remember, you've got great inspiration when it comes to the Gym Magic, because you've got those links to take you through to all those different workouts. Beginners, intermediate, advanced and a seated workout. But 80% of the stock has gone.
10% gone in just a moment. And so please do not miss out on that. And details on your screen are for the vest. If you want to go for the Gym Magic, you do need to jump onto the website and check that basket out really, really quickly, because we have got, well, how much stock have we got left of the Gym Magic? 20%.
Oh, no, 20%.
That is it.
Now, the details on the screen you'll see have changed to the weighted vest. You may have seen weighted vests around lots of running groups that run around where we live. They all wear these weighted vests because it maximises your workout. But it's not just for when you're working out, especially yours, because of the weight of it, isn't it?
Exactly. We have chosen what we feel is the perfect weight to gently nudge and challenge the muscle, but not force and strain it. So we've chosen a £2 weight. Now, this weight, I feel, is a weight that you can pop on and you can keep it on all day. Now, we did try the £4, the £6, the £8 and the £10, but all I did with those was take it off, because it just felt too heavy to keep on.
Yeah.
So we felt that a £2 is something you put it on, you literally will forget you've got it on, but when you're walking the dog, walking upstairs, just doing the housework, you are adding a little bit of resistance training, strength training. You know, it is that bone density, muscle mass, it's burning calories, it's just getting your heart and lungs working a little bit more, because you're carrying around just that £2 weight. Now, the other thing was, I basically asked my husband to create it for the extra resistance, and also I just feel like it's my personal trainer. It's like, you know, it's saying, Fiona, you don't need to do anything, just put me on and I will do all the work for you, which is perfect for the Queen and Lazy here. You know, I want something to do it for me, exactly what this is doing. But the thing I loved about it was, as soon as I put it on, because normally I'm a little bit, you know, we all kind of sit like this, we do like this.
Looking at phones, looking at computers.
Yeah. But I felt like it
it
really helped my posture. And for me, and like my teenage daughter's like, I'm always looking at my phone. To actually, and my father, 92, he's like, opens up my chest. I feel I breathe more easy. To be able to literally, as you can see, the back there is where the weight is. It is just that £2 weight. And it is super soft, it's neoprene, it's washable, it's very comfortable, it's very flexible, it's elasticated. It is one size fits all. I'm going to say that because there's not one person I know that's put it on and it hasn't fitted, because the adjustability is across the top here. It's not round the waist, it's not round the chest, it is across here. And interesting enough, and it does, it's got a real stretch. It's got a big, long stretch, so it can actually really open out to, hold on, here we go. All the way out here. So this is it from the side. So, and then all you do is you click it in and you just adjust it down to whatever size you are. So you don't really know it's on, but it is doing it all for you. And even if it's just, how many people watching now suddenly gone, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not sat right,
A better posture, but you don't, and then you just sit down. Even on flights, I feel like I'm actually giving myself this great, you know, health benefits by sitting up.
If you're working sat at a desk all day, that's, you know,
so
that's so bad for your posture. Having this under your clothes, get into the habit of putting it on every morning. Whatever that day,
you have to do.
Yeah. Whatever that day has coming up, whether you're going to work and you're going to sit at a desk, have it on, because it's going to make you sit better. Whether you're going out for a walk with the dog, it's going to allow you to get that extra workout, to burn those extra calories. You see the army girls and guys, they go out with weights, don't they? Because it's getting them stronger quicker. Or perhaps you are going to go out and exercise. Wear it when you are exercising, but you don't need to exercise. Wear it when you do your everyday tasks, when you're doing the vacuuming, when you're doing the washing, hanging the washing out. Just get into the habit of popping this on every day. And it very sneakily, and you'll forget completely that you've got it on, It very sneakily is giving you a little bit of an extra workout. It's making sure you're getting that little bit stronger when you're just doing everyday things. Just that little bit of extra weight, you'll be blown away what a difference it can make, but especially to your stance. And having that right stance, again, for so many people, can correct so many things in the body, make you feel so much better. But instantly, I feel slimmer, because when you stand better, you seem to lose a dress size. When you're all slouched, you seem to look bigger. So getting you into the habit of standing better is so good and beneficial. So many reasons to get this, and you are loving it. And lots of you putting it in as an extra with an item of fitness equipment. So it's really well worth doing that. But remember, get up in the morning and pop it on. It is very much one size fits all. It's super lightweight to your brain, but actually to your body, it's just that right weight to make that difference doing your everyday tasks.
All those day-to-day tasks, you can wear it over your clothes, you can wear it under a jacket if you want to go out and you don't want people to know you're wearing it. It's got that perfect weight that it's not too heavy, so you'll be comfortable wearing it, but you'll be maximising everything you're doing. Whether you're out walking, whether you're doing the vacuuming at home, it really doesn't matter. It's about maximising the benefits. Just having that a bit of extra weight, and like Fiona and Hayley said, that posture, the way it makes you sit.
Now, we've had ours on all night.
Yeah.
And haven't noticed. You forget you've got it on until we start to. Oh,
but
gosh,
it's bringing everything to a different level.
So we've got it on now, working out with. Oh my goodness, you're going to absolutely love this if you've just joined us. This is our cardio core. Now, we've had lots of items get very low in stock. We've had one item sell out completely, another item that's nearly there. It's about to go limited stock. This we had more stock of, but a vast amount of this stock has sold out and gone. This is your gym in so many different ways. It is the stepper, it is the treadmill, it is the cross trainer, it is the rowing machine, it is your weights. And Sean had it in there in the palm of his hand. That's how it arrives. It's completely assembled. You don't need to plug it in. You don't need to be near a plug. You don't have to remember to charge it. It's ready to go in an instant.
I think this is what a lot of people love. As soon as it arrives, it's ready to use.
Exactly. There's no assembly. No. It's very easy to use. It's either pedaling, it's pulling in the arms. We have a special, instruction sheet to show you how to use it. And the great thing is, you will feel the benefits immediately. And fitness is accumulative. So literally just sitting here watching the television and just interrupting that sitting that we all tend to do too much of is going to help with strengthening. It's going to help with flexibility, range of motion. It's going to help with upper body, lower body. It's going to help with core muscles. It's going to help release endorphins, those happy dolphins. It's going to help boost your energy. And actually, one thing we haven't mentioned is sleep. If we do any kind of exercise, most of us get better night's sleep, which again, on that long list of things that no matter what it is you're looking for, whether it is range of motion, whether it is resistance training, whether it is burning calories, whether it is releasing those endorphins, whether it is actually the health of your heart and lungs that you're thinking, hold on a minute, I need to do something about it. Whether it is you feel guilty, you don't do the 10,000 steps, whether it is you're thinking, I want a flatter stomach, the sun is coming out, I want to look a bit better. Whether it is that better night's sleep, you're thinking, I know that if I do some exercise, I will get a better night's sleep. Any of those, you're going to get all the benefits anyhow, whether you like it or not. And you haven't had to buy a rowing machine. You haven't had to buy a stair climber or that, the treadmill, the elliptical. This is all of those literally in the palm of your hand.
It's working all those same muscles, and that is it. That's what's going to arrive. So easy for you to get started. And if you want to store it away, perhaps this is for you and you haven't got a great deal of room, and getting fitness equipment in your house is just going to take over a room. That's going to go away under the sofa or under the bed when you finish with it. And I think that's so beneficial to so many. And it's right there for you to grab out using an absolute instant. You haven't got to assemble it. You don't need an Allen key. You're ready to go. And you're going to love it for that reason. And when you get into the habit, because like you say, exercise is getting into the habit, making sure you're doing this regularly. When you sit down, whether it's to watch the news in the morning or your favourite soap at night, just grab this and start moving. And you used to be against sitting, but now this is different. This is
I feel really
sitting.
bad. I've actually been quite aggressive over nearly 3 decades, saying, get off the sofa. You're all sitting on the sofa too much. The sofa is killing us. It's just really not good for you. Now I'm like, OK, permission to stay on the sofa. Because what we're doing here is we are interrupting our sitting. You know, I mean, one of the fabulous things about this is actually getting a cardio workout whilst you're sitting down.
And cardio, you think instantly bouncing around, that's really high impact, that's no good for my knees. But this is low impact and very sneakily working.
Well, I would almost say it's pretty much zero impact.
Yeah.
But you're right, cardio, how can you get a cardiovascular workout without swimming for miles or running for miles or jumping up and down or, you know, doing those lovely classes, which again, for some people, perfect, but absolutely categorically not for me. So to be able to get a cardiovascular workout sitting down is quite, I'm actually at a loss to think of any other way you can actually get a cardiovascular workout sitting down. But to be able to activate and tone and strengthen your core muscles and your abdominal muscles, again, the other option for me, I'm thinking is just V-sits or sit-ups or crunches, which again, how many people watching are doing those? Probably
and
not a lot.
if you're doing them correctly, how many hurt the neck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or, you know, the thought of trying. I know lots of us know we need to exercise, but a lot of exercise is quite daunting. Doing it right is quite difficult. You can't really go wrong with
It's
this.
low impact, it's achievable, you don't have to build it when it arrives. It's a brilliant price. It should be almost £90. It's £59 whilst we've got it in stock. Remember, we've already had sellouts. Got to remind you, though, if you are going for the Gym Magic, that is that gym that we talk about in the palm of your hand. Amazing muscle activation across the entire body. It's just £39. But if you want to get this, we are now limited stock on the Gym Magic. Remember, it's going to go through with links to all this inspiration that you see here, whether it's beginners classes, whether it's advanced, whether it's seated. You've got a wall chart included as well to give you inspiration. This is just £39.
And this is really portable. Perhaps you work away from home a lot. You could take this in the boot of the car. Perhaps you travel a lot. Take it in your suitcase when you travel. We take it away on holiday every time we go away. It's getting that exercise into your everyday, and when you've got something that's right there to use, like any of Fiona's fitness equipment, it's all there for you. Simple, easy, quick, compact. Please grab that while the stock is there. We've only got 9% of that stock left. And mentioning travelling, do go for the little travel bag as well, because I do think for us, and we've got all of Fiona's products, we travel with it all the time. If we have a villa, we're by the pool, aren't we, exercising? Yeah. If we're in a hotel, we're on the balcony exercising.
Now, when you think about the different muscles you can activate when it comes to this, you will be blown away how much you can actually do. Just £39, but look at all these different muscle groups, Fiona.
Definitely. I mean, here we're actually activating all of them, but you could just do the upper body. You could just do the lower body. You could just do core workouts. You can do a rowing machine with it. You could do easy, efficient, effortless stretches. But each one of the movements is bringing with it resistance training. It's bringing with it strength training. It is helping remobilize the body. How many people sitting now thinking, gosh, my body's so stiff, you know, my upper shoulders are so stiff, I can't reach for the top shelf, I can't do the window cleaning. I think, you know, as we get older, we become prisoners of lack of mobility. And I think even the youngsters now, a lot of them are not moving as much.
Well, we don't move enough. Everything is so, our lives are so static, aren't they? We do a lot of sitting. If we're still at work, we're sitting in offices. And to get to the office, we sit in a car, we sit on a bus, we sit on a train. And when we get home, we sit down because we're tired. And then we think, well, you know, it's time for my me time. We sit and watch TV, we sit on a phone. And our bodies, when we were created, there was no offices, there were no TVs, there were no phones. You worked the land to get somewhere, you walked or you ran. And we don't move enough, and that's why as a nation we've got so much bigger. It's all about getting that balance in life, and some sorts of exercise are daunting and you're never going to do them, and you're always going to fail that New Year's resolution. It's when you find something that's so easy, that actually very sneakily this is, because this, you sit on, it's a bit like riding a bike. You never really forget how to ride a bike. We don't even think, we sit and chat to you. We very rarely stop using this, even when you're watching clips of films, whilst we're not on air, we're still pedaling or stepping or on the cross trainer or on the rowing machine. Very sneakily, this is working the core like you wouldn't believe. It's getting our heart rate up, so we're burning calories.
Exactly. I mean, it is so many health benefits, but whilst you're sitting.
Yes.
Again, for so many years, I've told people to get off the sofa, but now I say, you can stay on the sofa.
Brutally, you've told me.
I know, because I always thought, you can't get exercising whilst you're sitting down.
No.
I mean, how can you? Well, this is exactly how you can. We're talking strength in legs. We're talking helping the mobility of the knee, the ankle, the hips. Every move, you're having to engage the core muscles. You're having to strengthen your abdominal muscles without realising it, whether you like it or not. You're strengthening those stomach muscles. Attached to the stomach muscles are your back muscles. So maybe you're thinking, well, I can't do anything because my back's hurting. I'm sitting fully supportive. I really am sitting in a comfortable, upright position. I'm helping to strengthen my back. Every time I use the upper arms, I'm still activating core muscles.
My friend's in a wheelchair and she uses this.
Yes.
Puts the brake on a wheelchair, and we've had emails of people the same in wheelchairs that have ordered this because you just need to be sat. And then you're getting that movement into the body that our body so needs.
Yes, it is. Moving matters. Ageing is a privilege. You have to age strong. These are the things I fly around the world saying to people. And like even my 92-year-old father, he gets it and he goes, what am I doing? How do I do this? I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, you're doing it fine. Just keep going. Because again, he's like, I don't know how to do this.
You're doing something, yeah.
It's just, and fitness is accumulative. That's the other thing.
Yes.
Even if you just do this for 2 or 3 minutes, the heart's got going, the lungs have got going. You have blown away cobwebs. You've released endorphins.
If you don't use it, you
mental
lose it.
wellness is so important as well.
It's huge.
Honestly, if I do
about
nothing,
sleep and things, and we do your own research, look into the benefits of exercise, you will be blown away. We're meant to move. We're meant to exercise. I know some people think, oh, I'm too tired to do anything. You'll be
once you've done it,
that actually exercise
how much better
doesn't make
you feel.
More tired.
Yeah.
It motivates you. It gives you energy. I fit so much more into a day when
I am that person who would think, oh, really? I'm too tired. But then as soon as you do it, you're like, I'm so glad I did that.
No, 100%.
So glad.
I mean, there are so many health benefits, and there are so many different ways that you can get healthy and get fit. Again, there are great classes now. There's Pilates, there's yoga, there's all sorts of things. But personally, I just can't be bothered to go to any of them. I mean, I really can't, especially when there is another option.
We're good at putting things like that off. If you've got to get ready,
it's the first thing to go,
I haven't got any clothes to wear, then it's all full of really young people.
Don't feel very comfortable in your body, so you don't really want anything
I feel like an old granny in there. I mean, it's like there's just a million reasons not to. Then there's the cost, then there's the time, literally the long list. So for us, and it's not for everybody, but it is for so many people, which again was why I counted the other day, 1.5 million air miles I've done over the last 17 years. But it is just trying to encourage people to just get moving, trying to encourage people to say yes to life. And whether it is January, New Year, New You, or whether it's now when you've realised actually you haven't done enough and the summer is literally just around the corner, it's not too late. Just doing this once tonight, tomorrow I'll be like, I can really feel my legs. I feel energized
You're getting
now.
those steps in. You're using the stepper, you're using the treadmill, you're using the cross trainer, you're using the rowing machine. A lot of the gym equipment, it's resistance training. You've got that resistance. You can increase the resistance as well.
Yes.
If you want the extra resistance bands, we're quite low on stock. The details are at the bottom of the screen. By adding these on, because resistance is a little bit like the weight, if you were lifting a weight, if you working with a weight. So by adding these on, it's like we're making it a little bit more difficult, a little bit
You're
more
making
weight.
it a lot harder, actually. Probably adding 65%. I've just put one on. All you have to do is literally, you just get one extra set of bands. And my daughter uses these because, again, she wants a proper workout. There we go, one on each side. Now I have got something which is probably 65% greater in resistance, or maybe you just want one side. So because one side's weaker than the other side.
Right, so you're building one side up.
There's very few equipment that you can do that, work one side of the body more than the other.
I can't think of any.
No.
But this is the perfect way that I could then hand it to my daughter. It's perfect for her. Hand it to one of my other daughters, one of my 5 daughters. Or like myself, I don't want the extra resistance at the moment because I've actually hurt my leg and I can't do much, but I can do the cardio core. Or my husband, again, he doesn't want the extra resistance. He just had a double knee replacement. But this without the bands, which again, easily take it off. You unclick it and you just take it off the other side. There you go. It's come off. He's, you know, for his range of motion, his knees, his hips, his ankles.
Low impact, isn't it?
I would say virtually zero impact, but yes, very much so. Because again, as we get older, another reason not to do any movement is because everything hurts. But everything hurts because we haven't moved. So I just want to give people a little gentle nudge. I want to fly into different countries and say, come on, don't think there's nothing you can do. You know, don't think it's too late, because it isn't. Or don't think you need that gym membership, because to be honest, whole of the gym in the palm of the hand. Don't think you need to go to yoga, great stretching. Don't think you need to go for the run or the swim, whatever, at any age. This is perfect, because we are all very sedentary.
If you want those extra bands, just so you know, they're just at the bottom of the screen if you want to add those in. It'll come with 4 bands included. If you want to add an extra 2 bands to increase that resistance, you can add those on, and it's only £5 on your first of 4 interest-free payments. Your cardio core 491928 is your item number. Just hearing the Gym Magic, if you are going for that, there's more people trying to order than we have stock remaining in the business. So if you've got the Gym Magic in a basket and you want to check that basket out, now is the time, because we don't want you to miss out. We've already had a sellout. The Gym Magic is heading the same way. More people trying to order than we have stock remaining. However, when it comes to Cardio Core, this isn't far behind. So whenever Fiona brings us a range of products, you always love all of them. We've got all the best sellers with us tonight, but as I say, we've already had some sellouts. Lovely to see you.
It is brilliant to be back.
It's been nearly 2 months, so it's great to have you back.
Yes.
And so excited that we've actually got this piece, which is one of your absolute best sellers.
Absolutely, worldwide. It is brilliant. And I think it's just because it's the perfect way to interrupt your sitting. Get your cardio in, get your core muscles in, whilst you're sitting down.
Well, we get frightened. When you hear cardio, we do get a bit scared, don't we? We think we're going to have to do a really fitness class. We're going to have to really go running for hours. We're really going to have to sweat. But actually, we're getting a cardio workout.
Definitely. I like to call it sneaky cardio.
I like it.
Because, you know, you are burning calories. It is the whole range of motion for the leg here. So it replaces the stepper, the elliptical, the stair climber, you know, just the rowing machine, because there's different ways of using this. But if you're somebody that doesn't get their steps in, but if you're somebody maybe who's had an injury or an illness, or you've had a fall and one part of your leg doesn't work, it's the perfect way to get resistance training in, strength training in, burn calories with zero impact. There's no electricity, gentle on the joints. I was 60 3 weeks ago and I'm like, I don't want to be pounding the pavements. I don't want to be going to the gym. This is the perfect way to sit down, if necessary, have a glass of Chardonnay and get those calories
Obviously
burning.
Drink sensibly, but sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
And this is the great thing. You can be just sat at home. You could have a cup of tea. You could be watching the TV, and perhaps you do a lot of sitting, but you realise you need to make a little, you know, you need to change your life a little bit and start exercising a little bit. How easy is this to actually be working that whole body?
Yeah, and the great thing is it's for all levels. Hayley and I are very different when it comes to fitness levels, as you can probably see. But I know I've got to do something. I've got to keep moving, and you might feel like that at home. But even if you're someone like Hayley who likes to work out all the time, this is great in the comfort of your own home.
Well, I'm going at a bit of a speed now, so I can really feel that working my core. It's really working my legs. I feel like I'm cycling.
Well, yes, you are, but if you think about it, you're not out of puff.
No.
You're not sweating. So there is cardio, there's burning calories, there's, you know, working the circulation, the heart, the lungs, releasing happy dolphins.
Like happy dolphins.
But let's get sensible here. We've got the ankles moving, we've got the knees moving all the way to the throat, the thighs here. We're engaging the core muscles. If we use the upper body, we could just be engaging the upper body with the overhands. Fold them the other way. This brings it in to the biceps, the forearms. You know, the sun is actually finally come out. So we're getting our arms out, we're getting our legs out. And there are lots of ways to do cardio. You can pound the pavement, you can go to the gym, you can do jumping jacks. But maybe that's not what you want to do. I personally like the idea of interrupting my sitting whilst I'm still watching television, or I could be on a Teams call. I could be sitting here getting my steps in, and I have actually had Neil time me. He says, Fiona, when you're actually doing this, you're doing about 180 a minute, which actually over an hour, while sitting, relaxing, watching television, it's like 8,000 steps. So if you're one of those people that you think that 10,000 steps is just too much for me to even take that first step, get them in the comfort of your own home, where there is zero impact on the joints, where there is, you know, no sweating. We can still talk.
Doesn't matter what the weather's like. Doesn't matter if it's too hot, too cold, if it's wet. I mean, we're having in a day, we're having every weather you can imagine, can't you? And perhaps it is too hot, you know, too wet to go out. Perhaps it is too cold to go out. Perhaps it's
We've had it all today
to go out. Yeah,
in one day.
Doesn't matter. And perhaps you don't feel safe walking out, but you do want to get those steps in. And the great thing is, you don't have to do thousands of steps. Just have a look at what 2,000 steps a day can do, what 4,000 steps a day can do, how good it is for your health. But it is like you're walking, it is like you're cycling, it is like you're rowing. Have a look at resistance training. Why resistance training is so good. For guys and girls, but especially for ladies, for bone mass, for bone density. There's so many reasons we should be exercising. And this makes it so easy to do that exercise in your home while you're sat down. Even if you only do 60 seconds a day, you know that you've warmed up that body. You've helped to strengthen that core. You're burning fat.
It's whether you're toning glutes, your thighs, your lower body muscles. It's so compact, it's ready and it's easy to use as soon as it arrives. You don't have to build it. And it's low impact across all age groups, isn't it?
It really is a low impact and replaces so many pieces of gym equipment, really. Perhaps it's the stepper you like to go on. This can be the stepper, this can be the rowing machine, this can be the cross trainer, this can be your bike, and working all those different areas of your body, boosting the core, that core that virtually keeps you upright, that's the strength, that's your balance, that also helps with the strength of your back. But then that cardio workout, so getting that heart rate up, burning those calories, but working all of the legs and the upper body all in one go. It really can, with healthy eating, help you, get that balance in life. Perhaps you want to lose a little bit of weight, perhaps you want to tone up, and we are talking total body. You sat down and you are working the arms, the legs, the core, and the abs. It's a complete full body workout.
And a great guide included, as always, that you can see there from Fiona. Fiona really passionate about bringing pieces that everybody's going to be able to use and achieve their goals with. 491928 for your cardio core at £59. It's a brilliant price. Remember, it comes with the 4 resistance bands included. If you want any extra resistance bands, they are available on the website for you. You'll see they're just after the cardio core. So if you want to increase the resistance or you want everyone in the family to use it, you can add those in. Now, we've changed the details on the screen to our gym magic. If you've not seen this before, this is literally a gym in the palm of your hand.
It is. This is going to go in your suitcase, the boot of the car. This is going to go under your bed. This is right there for you to use as and when. It's super lightweight, so do take it with you. We take it on holiday every time we go away. It's also super limited stock. So sadly, if you do want this, you can still get it. It's the first people to order and check out now that will get it, but we have got more people trying to order than stock is available. So what is this all about? Well, this is allowing you, or Fiona, to do the most easy of stretches with a little bit of resistance to a real full workout with the most incredible resistance.
Or doing a rowing machine. But yeah, every move you're bringing with it is resistance training. Look at the muscles being activated, toned, strengthened, slimmed, trimmed, burning calories, releasing endorphins, getting the heart, the lungs going. So yeah, you're right. It is effortless, easy and efficient stretches that bring with them resistance training. And in my stage of life, over 60, I need the bone density and muscle mass, but it's also for the youngsters. It is like the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand. Bicep curls, tricep curls, squats, you name it. You can change the resistance of the bands, which is the best thing about this. So it gives you a place to start, but it allows you to grow with the product. It allows you to hand it to your 19-year-old son so that he can build his big guns. It allows you to hand it to your 90-year-old mother who just wants easy, effortless stretches, which are also going to help remobilize. They're going to help the range of motion in your shoulders. You're doing a bicep curl on one side of your body, because sometimes it's just one side of your body that needs a little bit more attention than other sides. It also does come with 4 moving routines: the beginner, the intermediate, the advanced, and the seated. So when you've get this at home, you're not going to think, what was it they were doing on television?
yes.
I know they did a
can't
lot, but I
remember.
can't remember any of them. Also, there's a wall chart with 15 of my favourite moves, which every time I come here, I feel like I need to redo those because I've got 15 more to do. But make up the moves you want to do. Maybe it is just the mobility of the arms you're working on. Maybe it is you're seated, but you actually want a little bit more gentle moves, or actually really quite challenging moves. That cycling is very challenging. With each move you're doing, you are using resistance training. You're activating your leg muscles. Holding your arms up, you're burning calories in the upper body. You're actually, really using a lot of muscles there. But I'm just sitting here and I'm just gently doing my core here. I'm now doing bicep curls. I could be waking up in the morning and literally activating the upper arms. Maybe I want to actually do the core. Maybe I want to, just before I get out of bed, wake up those leg muscles, because every time I move, I've got resistance training. How about this? This is a seated core workout. This again is working the back muscles, the stomach muscles. You're actually helping with the shoulder mobility here, standing up. You could do your bicep curls. This is for men as well as women. My kids love this. They can't afford to go to the gym. Their houses are too small. Take it away. That's my daughter who's just gone to Santa Barbara, actually. She took one of those in that exact suitcase with her. So, I mean, honestly, hand it to everybody who wants to just get better mobility, better strength, but for under £40, which is, I think,
The value.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Even I'm not. I just think honestly, there are thousands of things you could do with this.
So much you can do with it. If you take it on holiday with you, which we always do, we use it and work out by the pool with it, don't we?
Always in our suitcase, always in the boot of the car if we're going to hotels and there isn't a gym, and it allows you to get that balance in life. Sometimes it's just finding something that works for you and something that is so compact. And it is so easy, and following the classes, and it gives you a great idea as to actually, how to use it as a beginner, as an intermediate. Even if you want to exercise while sitting, you can adapt the gym magic to work for you in whatever situation you're in. And honestly, because you can increase the intensity just by twisting the bands and the resistance bands, you will actually find that even if you're really into your fitness and you're thinking that I'll be far too strong, you will be blown away the resistance that this has. And having this equipment really can help you so quickly and easily get into the habit. And this is what is important with exercise, is doing something each day. And if that is right by the bed, you could be doing what Fiona's doing, but doing it on your bed before you get up in the morning. Or you might, like Sean, every morning we'll get up and we'll stretch.
Just full stretch for me, yeah.
And that makes such a difference to your back then for the rest of the day.
It does. A full stretch, a little twist. Honestly, the difference it makes sets me up for the day.
When we're on holiday and you're eating a little bit more, you're drinking a little bit more, I want to make sure that I don't put any extra pounds on. I miss, doing my weights and things, and this allows me so easily to do all that exercise, to get that workout, and whether that is doing those weights, whether that is working the upper body, whether that's working the lower body, you've got one piece of equipment that will do it for you. I think it's a great gift idea as well. If you've got nephews, nieces, you never know what to buy for them. Perhaps they're going off to university. This is their gym that they can have in their bedsit, in their student halls. This will go in its own little bag if you want to travel it. And do go for that bag, though. That is really low in stock. We are limited stock, and that means we're down to the very last of the stock, and we've already sold out of one item. This will be the next. We're in a situation already where more people are ordering than stock is available. So sadly, if you're all checked out right now, you're not all going to get the gym magic, but it doesn't mean you can't order. Our system, it's hours, it's all hours until you check out. So say we've got 5 left. There could be 505 of you with those 5 in your basket. And actually, you might all miss out because another 5 people might order and check out before any of you do. So please, if you want this, check your basket out as soon as you possibly can. Because sadly, well, not sadly, it's great. Tonight really has made us realise we do want to make those changes. And it's never too late in the year to start. It's never too early to start exercising. It's never too late. And this piece of equipment works for all of you, whatever level of fitness you're at. But what you must do is check that basket through. And remember, it's the gym in the palm of your hand which will give you that full body workout. And you're seeing that right now. However you use this, and you can concentrate on various parts of the body, but Fiona, however you use this, every muscle in the body there is activated.
It is. It's activating. It's waking up. It's toning. It's stretching. It's strengthening. And you could just concentrate on the upper body. You could concentrate on the lower body, but you could do the whole of the body. There are 4 routines to follow on, so you're not just left on your own when you receive it. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, and seated workout. There's a wall chart that shows 15 favourite moves, but even if it's just standing and gently moving, holding it, I'm engaging my core muscles, I'm engaging my leg muscles, the whole of my upper body is engaged. Maybe it is just reaching for that seatbelt that you're finding challenging. Maybe it's getting that coat on, but maybe it is actually reaching up that you're thinking, I just can't do that anymore. So how do you help remobilize your shoulders? Or, like my own daughter, she's like, I replaced the whole of the gym. This is literally the whole of the gym, held by one finger because it literally weighs under a pound in weight. Super soft, really comfy. We've made it so it's user-friendly. So, I mean, it really is unbelievably priced.
We are going to have to step away from it. We've got far too many people ordering to stock available, but you can still order. It's the first people now to check out. Go onto our website. Our phones have been really busy. If you are queuing on phones, we'll get to you as soon as we possibly can. Website is shopontv.co.uk, and then you'll find all of our items right there on the live show. Just click onto the live show. If you do want to go for the gym magic, £39 for the gym in the palm of your hand. Do go as well for the bag that goes alongside it if you are going to travel it like we do. Honestly, there's nothing better on a sunny morning round by a pool if you've got a villa, you know, exercising, getting your fitness in for the day, making you feel good about yourself. But obviously use this at home as well. Check your baskets through, and like we keep saying, a really great gift idea too. Fiona brings us some incredible fitness equipment. But another item that we've got, which is great for fitness when you're hot and sweaty, but actually great for every day. These are so clever because this is like a bath, it's like a shower.
It is. It's like a spa day for your skin. No,
Love
we
it.
created, because we ask people to get moving, but actually when you get moving, you maybe get a little bit, you know, when I go flying, I think, you know, everybody on the plane needs to have one of these because nobody's feeling really nice, especially on the Sydney flights. We've created a super large size body fresh wipe. It's not only user-friendly, look at the size of that, that's a good size. It has very important ingredients in it like chlorhexidine. It's got hyaluronic acid, it's got provitamin 5, it's got, you know, vitamin E, it's got some really lovely things for your skin. Now, whether it is out camping here, whether it is in the middle of the night when you're having one of those hot moments and the last thing you want to do is actually go, you know, and have a shower, it's going to help keep you fresh. It's also going to help keep you odorless because, again, the chlorhexidine is still in the, you know, in the world that we live in now. We have to be mindful. You know, there are still viruses and bugs out there, so it is the perfect way. You know, just keep them in the glove compartment. Maybe you've got kids and, you know, super sticky hands every day. I would have loved these for my children when they were growing up because some of the other things you have are just not very user-friendly on the skin. Here's Charlotte, one of my daughters, doing some yoga in Australia. She's like, you know, I love this. I take them to the yoga studio if I'm doing my stretches. She loves to cycle to work. But she's like, you know what, I can't cycle to work because there's no shower at the other end. When I gave her some of these, she's like, hallelujah. Let me just pop those in my bag, get to work, a little bit of a freshen up. So, yeah, I think lovely ingredients. And it is like a spa day for
They're very different to regular wipes as well when you get them out. Really strong, aren't they?
There's a lot of moisture in them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're going to one of these festivals. There's
Brilliant.
festivals that the kids go to. They charge you goodness knows how much for a shower, and actually you can't even get to the shower.
And you feel dirtier after you've been in the shower.
There's just so many different ways to be able to.
You might be a lorry
utilise
driver, and
this.
again, you're really limited on when you can clean yourself down. There's nothing more embarrassing than thinking that you smell unclean, in whatever situation that is. Perhaps your boiler's not working right now this minute and you're not able to have that shower as you would normally. This is really allowing you to have a little spa day, a proper wash down with a really large, super strong
Great
wipe.
size.
They are fantastic quality, and They've got a really nice smell
Lovely
to them as well.
fragrance.
Yes,
it's
we
very
make them
natural.
kind of natural, yes, because again, there's a lot of people that have issues and allergies and all
strongs,
sorts
yeah.
of things. So, but for me, I wanted to help the customer stay fresh. You know, if they're actually using our products, they need to stay fresh. The sun, I'm sure, will come out again in England, and suddenly we are needing a little bit of help, just keeping ourselves. But also, I just think we still live in a world where we have to be mindful of bugs and things.
Perhaps
so-
someone is recuperating and they can't have a shower at this moment in time. Perhaps they're in hospital right now and you're really worried that they're not getting a proper clean.
Yeah, that's a good
There's
point.
nothing worse. These would be ideal. When Mum went in, we took those in for Mum and it made such a difference. You want to feel fresh. You feel better if you feel fresh and clean. It's a really gentle formula. It's plant-based. It's all about cleaning, moisturising, deodorising, conditioning the skin as well. Some things can be quite harsh, can't they, that you use on your hands and your skin.
Really
and
drying,
they feel
yeah.
very dry and nasty, whereas these are really, my hands feel
They're very
lovely.
fresh, but also they do have like the chlorhexidine, which again is going to help with the odours. It's going to help everybody on my flights stay a little bit less
Passes them out.
smelly.
You should perhaps give them to the air stewardess.
Yes,
and they can
honestly, at the end of the Sydney flights, I'm like, everybody, can we just
Cabin
grab
crew.
one of these?
You
coming
should
through?
sell them on the
Coming-
plane.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
what you should
yes,
do.
that'd be, I'll pay for my flight. I tell you.
Absolutely.
Now, the details on our screen, you get 3 packs for that
Yes,
price,
you do
don't
get
you?
3. There's a lot of them, and they're again, it is the summertime. You're travelling. You know, you might not
Just
be able
having
to
the car when
access-
it's really hot.
Yes, unbelievable. Honestly, when it gets hot in England, there's no air conditioning.
Yeah.
These are a lifesaver for your kids, for your teenagers, camping, going to
Camping.
work, if you want to cycle, but you haven't
Having
got a
3
shower.
is really good. Have some always in the car.
Yeah.
Nothing worse, being in a hold up and it's absolutely boiling hot, and you're sat there for hours, which we often have on the motorway. We use. Frequently. Or sometimes when you first get in the car and it's absolutely
It's boiling hot.
isn't it? And then perhaps the kids are off to a festival, they can take some, and perhaps your partner drives for work, and whether that's a lorry driver, or perhaps you have got a boiler incident at home and you can't have a shower at home, and you feel awfully unclean however hard you try.
Lovely and
or perhaps you've got
cooling as well.
relative in hospital. This is great. If they can't get out to have a proper wash and they're not getting washed properly, this is really easy for them to use, or for you to help clean them, wash them down. And the kids playing sports, there's so many different
many
reasons for
uses.
these.
And it is a sealable pack. I mean, you've taken some out, but you could just seal the packs to keep them moisture, full of moisture. So, I just thought it's just a nice little addition for, if you're doing any movements, or if the sun does come out, or if you're travelling, or if you're going on holiday, or if maybe like my father, he's like, I need a little bit of help, but I can deal with it myself because he's got these.
Just want to freshen
There's
up,
a lot
yeah.
of, there's a lot
Cycling
of different
into
uses.
work, and then you don't want to be smelly
Yep.
all day. Perhaps
Yep.
you're quite conscious that you do sweat in the hot weather generally, and it's it really worries you. Having those with you in your bag, in your briefcase, in your suitcase, honestly will make such a difference. Grab them, put them into your basket, and of course, if you're spending over £30, you can split the cost with PayPal as well. So if you are putting them into your basket with one of Fiona's pieces of fitness equipment, if there's any left, because we're selling out very quickly, go to the live hour on shopontv.co.uk and have a little nosy at everything we've got available. Your wipes are right there, and that's 3 packs for £16.99. Fantastic size, super strong, but it is all about obviously hygienically cleaning you, but conditioning the skin as well, and deodorising too. So do grab those whilst the stock is available. And so many reasons, the more you think about it, there's so many situations where these would be an absolute blessing. But whilst you're shopping, put those in a basket with something that's going to help you get a little bit fitter, a little bit trimmer, a little bit healthier in the easiest possible way.
Resistance training, this is the cardio core, but it's so low impact. Let's take it right back to the beginning, Fiona, with this. Well, with you, in fact, because you're not someone who loves exercise, surprisingly.
Totally allergic to it and dislike it very much. No, we have created the ultimate way to get cardio and core, which is very difficult to get anyhow, unless you want to pound the pavements, take out the gym membership or go to those fabulous classes. But this is a perfect way of getting it whilst you're sitting down. Each move is helping mobility, range of motion, strengthening, toning. It's also bringing resistance training, which for many people, especially in my chapter of life, over 60, we need for bone density, muscle mass. Is this going to help keep mobility in the legs? Maybe this time of year you're thinking, we were going to go away on holiday, but I'm not anymore because I'm not feeling that mobile. Every move, you're actually having to engage core muscles. Whether you like it or not, you are getting an abdominal workout, which could help you get a little bit of flatter stomach. So maybe some of the things that you're thinking, well, I'm never going to wear that again, you might be able to put back on again. You know, maybe it's you want to get a better night's sleep, but you're thinking, I'm just too tired anyhow. I can't do any exercising. There's nothing for me. There's nowhere to start. This is the perfect way of watching television and getting moving, because instead of shouting at everybody for the last 30 years and telling them to get off the sofa because the sofa is really not good for you, I now give permission to everybody to stay on the sofa, but to interrupt your sitting, to get moving, get the heart going, the lungs going, cardiovascular, releasing endorphins, toning, strengthening, helping with bone density, muscle mass. It's moderate intensity aerobic activity, so it is going to help address things like, you know, cholesterol, blood pressure, you know, the quality, the health of your heart. There's so many things that as we get older that are attached to just doing some moving.
Moving is so important, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, someone we knew that went to the doctor the other day, and he was like, you just need to move more. You just need to get more steps into your everyday. You've just got to get some movement into your body. And it's so difficult sometimes to know what to do. Gyms are daunting. I couldn't go running or jogging because it kills my knees. When you find something that's been developed that's super low impact, that is so simple that actually you use it whilst you're sat down, and without even thinking about it, you're getting a full body workout, working that core, getting the heart rate up, burning calories, working all the legs. This is a bit like getting the same sort of workout that I could get on a stepper at the gym, on the treadmill, on the rowing machine.
It's replacing
we're working all those muscles.
You are.
The same.
And also, it's not just for the elderly. You know, it's not just for people who are more elderly and sitting on the sofa. My own daughter, who's normally on the show, she uses it. She does use it with the extra resistance bands, which at this point I will mention, because this adds probably 60 to 70% extra resistance. All you have to do is bob them on, so you just literally rotate it round and click it on each side. Maybe you just want to put it on one side because that side of your body is slightly weaker, but I highly recommend these. But it does mean it's appropriate for, she's an ex-Olympian, and she finds this such a challenge because she's like, I don't know.
So you want to increase the resistance.
Intensity.
So it's got 4 included, 2 on either side. If you want to add an additional 2, details for those are just at the bottom of the screen. You'll be amazed what a difference that makes, how it grows the resistance. Still got queues on the phone lines. If you are waiting on the phones, the team will get to you as soon as they possibly can. If you want to go to the website and divert, you can go to the website, add it to your basket, check your basket out straight away, but the team will get to you on the phones if you just hang on the line. The operators will be on their way as we speak.
Yeah, and do wait, because you're investing in yourself.
Definitely.
In a healthier you, a fitter you, a happier you. There's so much that exercise does, and if you're really daunted with the thought of exercise, I think this is something, it's right there by your sofa. As soon as you sit down, and we do tend to find time to sit and watch our favourite soap or, you know, watch the news in the morning. And I think we always, though we put off exercise because we haven't got time, we always find time to have a little bit of a sit down, a little bit of a relax. Well, actually, without even thinking, just grab this whilst you're watching your favourite soap. Even if it's just through the advert, grab this while you're watching the news in the morning. Get in the habit of using this. You haven't got to spend hours upon hours on this. This is as and when throughout the day. As soon as you sit down for a moment, get yourself moving and then reap the benefits. Feel those stronger legs, feel that flatter tummy. Feel like your balance is that little bit better, that you feel stronger, that your arms, you seem stronger to reach into a cupboard or open a jar. There's so many things of every day.
Those daily tasks.
As you get weaker, and if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, they become out of reach, don't they,
and
those daily things.
Walking you're not so good at, stairs you're not so good at. You've got to use it, but sometimes you just don't know where to start. That's where Fiona's created products that allow you to know where to start and where to finish, because this is for the complete beginner, really, right through to like your daughter, who was an elite athlete.
Definitely. I mean, she uses it with a great, I mean, she doesn't say to me going for a run if it's raining or she doesn't really have time. My 92-year-old father uses it because he gets it. He goes, what am I supposed to do with this? I said, you're doing fine. You're just moving. That's
Whatever you're doing is good. Yeah.
I've got friends, you know, my daughter's friends have had children. They're like, it's perfect because it's quiet, it's silent. They haven't got time to go to the gym. They've got a young kid at home. It's allowing them to do an upper body workout. It's allowing them to do lower body. It's allowing them to maybe address those core muscles and the stomach muscles that do change when we've had babies. It's giving them that, oh, let's just blow those cobwebs away. That's giving them those happy dolphins, which when you're drowning in nappies and baby feed, you know. So it is across all the ages. And again, you get the extra resistance bands. The husband could do it as well, or my husband could do it. He just had his double knees replaced.
Great.
This is he said, there's no way he could have done cardio without creating the cardio core. He created it for himself, actually, after he'd had an ankle fusion. He's sitting on the sofa, thoroughly miserable, putting on a lot of weight, saying, well, I can't do any cardio. I said, well, go to your man cave, go do what you're best at doing. Go invent something for yourself so that you... Yeah, absolutely.
And like we always say, if you're rehabilitating for anything, always check with your GP or your doctor. But this is natural, isn't it? Straight away. As soon as you get this out, and as soon as you get it out, it's ready to use.
Yes,
that's
let's
the other
show
thing.
that. You can adjust the handlebar, actually. That's something I don't always show.
Yes, so that's great if you're different heights, isn't it?
Yes, whether you're slightly shorter or taller. It comes with a mat, so on the floor, if you've got a wooden mat or you don't want a wooden floor, you don't want to scratch it, this is how it comes. Literally fully assembled, so if you actually want to put it away, you can't get many treadmills under there or ellipticals under there. All you have to do is pop it out, and this is how it comes in the box. I can hold it with one hand. I can actually hold it with one finger, it is that light. And all you have to do is adjust the handlebar to whatever height you are. I'm quite tall, so I have it on the highest level. And literally just get going.
And it's instantly ready to use. No plugging in, no charging, you're ready to go.
And you could just start with the steps, okay? I've probably done 10 now of the 10,000 steps. And on this show, I keep saying it, and I will next time bring it. I think we've probably done 40,000 steps. Two-footed pushes, you can do it this way. Now, again, every time I'm moving, I'm helping with the mobility. I'm helping strengthening, range of motion all the way through. But I'm having to, whether I like it or not, I'm having to tone and strengthen my abdominal muscles. Now, I can then do the upper arms.
Really feel that.
Again, maybe I don't have that gym membership, I haven't got that set of dumbbells, but I want to tone the upper arms. Maybe, you know, the sun will come out again, I'm sure, in England, but you've thrown away all those tops because you don't like your upper arms. And maybe it is that you just move the arms and the legs together, and that is the perfect way of working out the upper arms, the lower body, and the core muscles. But every move you're bringing with it resistance training, which is so important for bone density, for muscle mass, and it is moderate intensity aerobic activity, which is going to really help many of us with cholesterol issues, with blood pressure issues, with, you know, the health of your heart.
Do your own research.
So many things.
You know, we can't make any claims, but you can do research. Is exercise beneficial to my body? You'll go to the doctor and ask him, should I be moving more? And I know the answer is going to be yes, you really should. You're strengthening that core. That core is all about a flatter tummy, but actually that core is what keeps you upright. That's your balance. That core goes right round to your back. Perhaps you've got a weak back. Strengthening that core is strengthening that back. It's all about toning those legs, strengthening those legs. Perhaps you're not very mobile. My friend in a wheelchair uses this. She pops the actual brakes on a wheelchair and she's sat. You just need to be sat. So perhaps you're not very mobile, but you really do feel that you are getting weaker because you're not moving so much. Perhaps you just know that life has... You work in an office, you sit in an office, you sit in the car to drive to work. When you get home, you're tired, so you sit down and you perhaps read the newspaper. Then at night, you sit and watch the TV or sit on your phone. You can still do that sitting, which normally Fiona would say, get off the sofa. But now she says, no, OK. If you're not going to get off the sofa, have something that's going to help you whilst you're sat on that sofa. Full body workout without even thinking. To you, it's a bit like riding a bike. You don't even think about the legs moving and the arms moving. You could be watching your favourite soap, and before you know it, think, oh my goodness, oh gosh, I did half an hour then. And that's your exercise done. But because it's right there, you'll get into the habit of using it every day, and that's when you see results. And if you want results, there's only you that can make that difference. And if you want the easiest way to be a fitter, healthier, trimmer, happy, happier you. Yes, exercise gives you this buzz that gives you a better feeling, I think, about yourself. Fiona brings us the easiest equipment, the most compact equipment and the most affordable equipment. We've had one sell out, we're very near a second sell out. And if you want this, please check your basket through. We've had queues on the phones virtually through the whole show, and we do apologise for that. But we don't have Fiona with us as often as we'd like. And sadly, we perhaps won't be seeing her again until August. So please check your baskets through, because pressing that checkout button, do you know what you're investing in? You, a healthier you, a fitter you. As we're ageing, we don't want to stop doing the things we enjoy doing because we're old. We want to keep strong and keep doing those things that we enjoy. Enjoy the grandchildren, enjoy your children, enjoy life, but you've got to move. Otherwise, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's always great to have Fiona with us. And Fiona, I don't know which of your products is my favourite, but I do think this is so versatile.
Yeah.
And doing so much, again, without really thinking.
But I think it's also addressing two very important necessities in health and wellness, which are really difficult to achieve. Cardio.
Yes.
It's very difficult to get cardio unless you're running and you're doing jumping jacks. This is actually getting it whilst you're sitting down. Core muscles. Very difficult to strengthen those stomach muscles without getting on the floor, doing your crunches, doing your sit-ups, which again, a lot of us just don't do. This is doing it for you, and it's adding those whole other list of benefits, you know, the cardiovascular, releasing endorphins, resistance training, bone density, muscle mass, mobility, flexibility, range of motion. I mean, huge benefits, and also ticking that box that you can feel really pleased with yourself that you have done something. Yeah. That's something else we haven't mentioned. You know, when you actually go to the gym, you feel really proud of yourself. You go for a run, you feel really proud of yourself. Those of us who don't do that, it's very easy to feel a little disappointed in yourself. Sitting watching this, watching your Netflix, watching your EastEnders, watching your Shop on TV, you can get up, you've watched your favourite programme, maybe you've even had a nice little glass of your favourite tipple or a nice packet of some munchies, but you've actually done your health and wellness.
You've been moving while you were doing it. You've achieved something.
Balance,
it really is. If you are watching on the +1 channels, that's ITV or STV +1, just check back for stock, because we have had sellouts. We've got limited stocks on some of the items. You've got to confirm your orders and check out. You can still add it to your basket. The cardio core is 491,928, and make sure you add in those extra resistance bands just at the bottom of the screen. That'll increase the resistance.
Yeah, then the whole family can use this. You're never too early to start exercise. You're never too late to start exercise. And if you are in that situation where you just wish you had the oomph, this is your oomph. This is going to give you that kickstart to a healthier, fitter, happier you. So many benefits from exercise, and I really do think you'll reap the benefits. But what you've got to do is check your basket out, because as Sean was saying, a lot of our stock now very, very low in stock. Got to say a massive thank you to Fiona, and we sadly might not see you until August.
For a while.
I'm not around for a while, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
You better be.
Busy lady, selling her products worldwide. So please, if you're thinking, should I or shouldn't I? Yes, you should.
Yeah, confirm your orders and check out whatever you're shopping for. And remember, it's shopontv.co.uk. We'll see you later.
See you later.